Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you from the heart of Lebanon in the Middle East as we get bombed by Israel. And I'm joined by the one and only Makuki. Maki, how you doing? Maki's feeling a lot better. He's been eating. No more constipation. But you know who's about to be constipated? Me. For talking about this. Guys, I'm just a humble Lebanese streamer who just a few months ago, I was beefing with Lebanese, you know, TikTokers and whatever with 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, like 70,000, maybe 200,000 K followers. Now, I'm out here beefing with the likes of Ethan Klein, Asmongold. Look, I'll take credit. Like Ethan Klein, I started the beef with Ethan Klein, technically. I was talking about him. I made some videos. So then his response was to whatever I was saying, even though technically the first time he ever responded to me, I was just invited on the A-Raps podcast talking about hummus. So you could say he actually started the beef with me, but like Asmongold out of the blue starting the beef with me, I can't even relate. Like, I don't even know what to tell people here. I was at the gym, like, hey, what are you streaming about tonight? I'm like, do I want to try to explain what is an Asmongold to the guys in my boxing gym here in Lebanon? No one fucking knows. No one knows who the fuck Asmongold is, who Ethan Klein is. I swear to God, I made Ethan Klein 10 times more famous in Lebanon because of how much I fucking talked about him here. So now I'm sure a lot of people know Asmongold, definitely not at the boxing gym, but like it's hard to fucking relate. Who do I talk to about this? You know, I'm just out here alone. Do I tell my cab driver who Asmongold is? Like, what do they want with me? I'm just out here chilling with my cat. And Nata's out there somewhere causing some mayhem in the house. Jim sends a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Jim. We love you. This is stressful. All this shit is stressful, you know? And, I mean, I just put out a tweet saying that, like, hey, maybe Ethan Klein shouldn't sue someone into oblivion. Maybe Ethan Klein shouldn't financially ruin someone. Maybe he should just drop the lawsuit. Then I get, like, 1,000 replies, all of Twitter, up my fucking ass for suggesting that maybe, just maybe, Kaceytron does not deserve to live on the streets for reacting to the content nuke. And I know that, well, it's not about reacting. It's because she said that. Thank you for watching it here and not on his channel. Right. So she should be homeless because of that. That makes sense. So you got the whole internet like yelling at me like, hey, why don't you want her to be homeless, you sick fuck? I'm just like sitting here like, okay, this is fun. I enjoy the new trajectory that this show has taken. So how's everyone doing? How's your day been? How's y'all's day been? Let's see if that idiot is still subscribed. Oh, look, he is. What's funny is that people are subscribing just to talk shit in the chat. Well, thank you. Remember to unsubscribe later. John McBride says that's breaking the law. Well, thank you, John, for subscribing to the channel. We'll talk about the law, John. And yeah, you can break the law. Should someone pay $150,000 for reacting to a video online? Like, does that sound like the right kind of punishment to you, my bro? Seriously? Anyways, we're gonna get to that. But before we do, to all of you new subscribers who are here talking shit in the chat, consider supporting me on Patreon. How about that? Your country's funding the bombing of my country. Make up for it. So if you'd like to support the show on Patreon, you can do so. Let me take a second to thank some of our lovely patrons, and you can also become a YouTube member. 1 second, just let me pull up my patrons' names. Lovely patrons, got-tier patrons like Iliad Mujab. By the way, it's Christmas soon. Look at that. We got some Christmas decorations up in the set. Thank you to our amazing got-tier patrons, Iliad Mujab, who might be making an appearance on the podcast sometime in December. Daniel Nechle, superhero patrons like Mitochondria, Khawla and Ahmad, Bader, Jordan M, Preston Kroll, Elias Salibi, and Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor. Also, blonde patrons like Kazia Jorf, Lipton Ramen, Katie did ASMR, Unidentified Florida Man, Dana Ahmad, and Alice Eicherland, as well as a brand new abductee patron, the Pigeon, who's always in our live chat. Hello, Pigeon. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. Wax Wolf, Bat Pierogi, Yip McYib, Catlin Kegla, Polish Pusher, and Jim D. Dukers. And let me take a second to thank some of our lovely members. Whether you've been gifted a membership or you've gifted memberships or you pay for your membership yourself, I'd like to thank you so much for being a part of our community. Members of the channel get one exclusive live stream every month. So every week, sorry, you get an exclusive live stream per week. So consider joining if you want to support the channel. You make sure I can keep the lights on, make sure I can keep the crew paid. So we thank you. Let me thank some members like that. One person, Komami D, a postmatist, Cat, Magpie, Anna K, Avinash S, Maddie B. Let me scroll down a little bit to Nunia 1912, Sophia, Fifth Planet, Lil Papaya, Brendan J, MRA, who is Maridoz Atala, of course, Ryan Abbas, Rudy Boo, and Elliot Yurzuyun. Thank you so much. And yes, like the video, folks. Like the stream. If you're watching the video on replay, make sure to like the video, leave a comment. We need your engagement. We love your engagement. And, ooh, spoilers. And subscribe. If you're watching live, engage in the live chat. Consider joining our Discord. It's a lot of fun down there. And one final little thing, if you will indulge me. Consider subscribing to the gaming channel, folks. Do not worry. Gaming, we're out there playing some Sifu, some water park simulator, trucking simulator, Quarry, Dark Souls 2, about to play that very soon. So that's that, folks. Yes, there is the link. I'm going to pin it on top of the live chat. Thank you, Marina. And thank you to all of our mods. W's in the chat for our lovely mods. All the blue names, we love you. Sorry, guys, I have a headache. Went to the gym for the first time in a long time. And I was up beefing with Asmongold late at night yesterday. You know, y'all forget, I live in the Middle East. So I had a hard time sleeping because there was like a heavy thunderstorm. So woke up, checked my phone, noticed that Asmongold was like responding to me. So that was a nice way to lull me back to sleep. Anyways, let me just open up a few links. Just pull up everything we need to talk about from Kaceytron's video. We're going to react to everything. So let me just take one moment to organize. You guys can look at Maki taking a sweet little nap. My sweet little angel. And to, hey, if there are any haters here, you know, please, you're welcome, actually, to watch along with us. You know, I love trying to convince people, trying to change their minds with my beautiful Lebanese voice. On a Lebanese night. Are any of you guys fans of California Dreaming? Jesus Christ, bro. Sorry, I'm having, like... Okay. It's a final day, but it's really not afraid. Got a lot of money, but you know he's on his way. But you know I'm still the same. Might have lost my taste. California dreaming, yeah, I'm headed to LA. California dreaming, yeah, I'm headed to LA. You can find it in LA.
Hi there. My name
So
is
let's
Ethan.
talk about Frogan. Lawyers have been commenting.
Whoop, sorry guys, just setting some stuff up. It's a final day, but he's really not afraid. Got a lot of money, but you know he's on his way. Sunset Boulevard, leave a star for my name. California dreaming, yeah, I'm headed to L.A. Again.
I cannot afford to fail them. I simply...
Oh my god. Asmongold's face. Already. Okay, you can cut back to me. I mean, I can cut back to me. I can cut you back to me. Let me just pause this shit. I just got... These videos autoplay on fucking Twitter, so I just want to make sure that I pause them so that I can actually go through this stuff. Chris says you are singing the song before 30K. I mean, hey, we're not really singing. So hello everyone. Sorry for the delay. Okay, so let's start by reacting to the video that Kaceytron shared. This is the video that I like quote tweeted yesterday that started the whole shitstorm. So let's go. Let's see this evil person who deserves to be homeless. Let's listen to her and let's revel in her misery, shall we? As seems to be the norm on Twitter these days, and from the H3 audience.
Okay. So First of all, my intention of this statement is not to blame Ethan Klein or accuse him of malicious conduct, so please refrain from making any hateful posts about him. If he believes he has a copyright claim, he is entitled to pursue it. My intention is to shed some light on the financial strain this is causing me.
So, I mean, right away, she's saying she's not about to criticize Ethan Klein in any way. She says that if he thinks he has a claim, she's not here to question it. She's just here to share her story of what a horrible person she is.
And my family, and also why I made a settlement offer to Ethan, causing me and my family, and also why I made a settlement offer to Ethan. So when this lawsuit began, it was unclear how myself and my family were going to survive this.
Is the volume okay, by the way? Can you guys hear? Let me maybe turn it up a little bit.
It is only due to the unbelievable generosity of others that I have been able to afford the devastating financial effects of this lawsuit. I will forever be grateful for the kindness and support that I've received during this dark time in my life. We have raised just over $49,000 on my GoFundMe. I have also contributed another $5,000 from various marathons and fundraising, bringing the total up to $54,000. All of these funds were deposited into a separate bank account that I opened.
By the way, let's open this up real quick. So the goal, I remember the original goal was, I think, about 100K or maybe 150K. It's now been up to $250,000. That must mean that the lawyer expenses are much higher than was originally anticipated. This lawsuit seems like it's going to drag out for a long time, as she's going to say later in the video. So the fact that she needs $250,000 is honestly, like, frankly insane. Insane for something that Ethan could have solved over DMs or a phone call or an email exchange. And in fact, I forgot to save these earlier, but like, Ethan literally rejected Kaceytron's settlement offers, like, out of pettiness. I've sent these to myself. I just have to save them. Just 1 second. 1 second. I'm just gonna save them on my desktop. Fuck it. I got no time. But look at just, I mean, before we continue with Kaceytron talking about the settlement, just look how sick this is from Ethan. So at one point, I found this on Twitter, by the way. So Kaceytron had tweeted, hearing people victimize themselves over criticisms. Meanwhile, their boss is using his millions to do frivolous lawsuits and put others in financial ruin. I could literally be forced to foreclose and lose my home if I can't keep up with legal fees. She tags Starkiller and says Starkiller coward. Anissa responds and says, I love you, Casey. You're smart and you deserve so much more respect online. Ethan says, Kaceytron, you raised $44,000. You offered me $17,500. This leaves $27,000. Under no circumstances have you paid your lawyers $27,000. What were you planning on doing with the remaining money? Trying to catch a payday? I rejected her offer, obviously. But then, like, if that weren't bad enough, Casey tweets at some point, it's so funny seeing all these foot fungi feigning concern over my recreational drug use. I spend less than a fraction of what privileged crybaby Starkiller does on DoorDash orders. All the still existing H3 fans are just showing how incredibly hypocritical they are. I want to take time to also say that I'm praying for that Olivia girl. I hope that during this mental health break, she can take time to reflect on how she is devoid of morals and maybe get some. So Ethan sees these tweets from Kaceytron and just an act of, like, just pettiness and, like, spite and personal spite, says Kaceytron's settlement is off the table. Good luck. Just because Kaceytron made a comment that he didn't like, put out a tweet that he didn't like, he has now robbed her of the opportunity to settle with him. He doesn't want her to settle. No settlements for Kaceytron. There's also this other clip that I have right here from a video titled "Regarding My Lawsuit Against Frogan." This was uploaded on the H3 podcast highlights. Okay, Ethan was talking about Frogan, like, trying to not be served, etc. But at one point he says something where if anyone's like, well, why don't they just settle? Why don't they just settle? Ethan very explicitly took settlements off the table for these ladies.
These people, I'm coming for the maximum damages. You know? She reached out and actually played like was amicable and fair and like not turning this into some silly, pointless wild goose chase, just wasting time, then I'd be a lot more amendable to alternative settlements.
Hear that, Brogan? There you go. I'll give you a little tip, Brogan.
Who fucking who?
If you just tell Ethan that he's funny.
She did say that recently.
I know, and I remember how you reacted. And I'm
Ethan
just
is
saying.
really funny sometimes.
It didn't save her though. You think that I'll just drop it?
No, not just with that, but that's like.
You could butter me up.
Yeah, he could be buttered, is what I'm trying to say.
Just like
he could definitely be buttered up.
He's the greatest, the funniest podcaster alive.
I hope you get PTSD.
Yeah.
So Frogan, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing it, but you really should just figure your shit out because in 1 week it is going to get real ugly for you. Real ugly.
Damn.
I think if she uses that money specifically to settle with you.
Just thinking how strange it is, like not only to sue these people for something as stupid as damages for watching his YouTube video, but to just talk about it and gloat about it on a podcast and continually threaten them bit by bit, like veiled threats here and there. You know what I mean? Just trying to freak them out. The Whimsical Wanderer sent $5 and said, "Did you see my article? That's how the lawsuits will be stopped. There's been misinfo going around. All defendants can use the doctrine. Borda can too." Ooh, I had not had a chance to see the article yet. Can someone link it like on Discord, like easily for me to find? That way we can go in a little bit later and read it.
I think her career is done. I don't think there's any coming
What career?
back. Well, yeah, but still, that community is just part of it. I think it's over for her.
No,
I mean, that would technically be using it for illegal.
I don't think it'd be fraud to pay that money to me because
No, but people thought she was going to use it for legal funds to go against you, not to give it to you.
Well, you're right, but that's the ultimate irony in all of this, which I said from the beginning. Like, whenever people donate to these funds, I'm over the moon because that money I know is all going to come back to me. It is. It is all going to come back to me. You know. So, yeah, I think if she just straight up slided that money to me, then yeah, people want her to at least fight.
Ethan, wake up.
Which is kind of great because here's the folly in this whole thing. She opened these GoFundMes, took a bunch of money from all these people, but now she's beholden to them, and she has to fight this for.
Wait, did I miss the part where he says that there's no more settling? We're at 1350.
For all these people that donated, so she just takes all of it and gives it directly to me.
Would you accept that?
Yeah, I mean, she owes me more.
There you
than that, though. She owes me more than that.
Oh, okay.
I'm garnishing.
All right. Well, you know, you might have to negotiate it out a little bit, but there you go, Brogan. There's your get out of jail free card.
Honestly,
all you have to do is just rip off your fans.
I had space in my heart to let her off with like creative settlement offers and stuff.
Sure.
But at this point, I think I'm not settling with any of these people. I'm coming for the maximum damages. You know.
So at this point, this is after Frogan. So this is after Frogan refused to get served or like tried to avoid getting served. Whatever he's talking about, he flat out says, "I no longer want to give these people the opportunity to settle. I'm coming for maximum damages, and in this case, the maximum damages is $150,000." We also saw the DMs that we saw the Instagram stories that he posted, literally rejecting Kaceytron's settlement of $17,000, and then telling her that the settlement is also off the table because she made a comment about Olivia and AB that he didn't like. So those are the reasons why Ethan is now rejecting Kaceytron's offers. So what the fuck is she to do? And then everyone else wants her on the fucking street.
And exclusively for legal expenses. None of these funds have been used for any personal expense. They have been used exclusively for my legal fees. These funds are not going to last much longer, given the needs of the litigation and the work that is being done to defend against Ethan Klein's lawsuit. In September, I made a settlement offer to Ethan for $17,500. This offer was publicly revealed by Ethan to his Instagram followers.
That's what we just looked at right now.
This settlement offer that I made was in no way, shape, or form an attempt to make a payday. It was because the looming threat of financial ruin is a stress that I would not wish on to anyone. My mother, father, and sister all struggle with disability and housing instability. They are my family and they depend on me. Just this month, like many other low-income Americans, my mother and disabled sister had their food stamps taken away. Under the current political climate, The future of funding for other assistance is uncertain.
So I mean, these people are going through it. They're actually going through it. Their family was affected by the cuts to EBT and to SNAP benefits. And she's the one handling the responsibility. And literally, we just watched the video of Kaceytron crying like a week ago about this whole fucking situation. And here she is crying again. And this is what Ethan wants. This is what Ethan wants. He wants these people to feel desperate, to feel completely defeated, to be humiliated, and to be completely overwhelmed by hatred on the internet. We're going to go through some of the replies that my tweet got, but like, it's fucking insane. Just saying that Ethan should drop the lawsuits because it's ruining these people's lives. The amount of vitriol and the amount of hate that that generates is honestly kind of fucking insane.
I cannot afford to fail them. I simply want this nightmare to be over so that I can go back to providing my family with my full support. Ethan Klein is suing me for $150,000, which is the maximum damages for malicious copyright infringement. I believe it is highly unlikely that a court would find me liable for copyright infringement at all, and certainly not malicious copyright infringement. My offer was tied to the maximum damages for normal copyright infringement, which has a maximum damage of $30,000.
Even that's fucking insane. Can you imagine charging someone $30,000 for watching a fucking YouTube video when the amount of damage is like, how much ad revenue, seriously, how much ad revenue did Kaceytron streaming the fucking content nuke siphon off from Ethan Klein? $12, $15 of missed ad revenue, and he wants $30,000. This was never about copyright. This was never about the lost out revenue. This is literally about punishing people that Snark promoted. I was part of that fucking list that they were like, hey, if you guys want to avoid watching it on Ethan's channel, you can watch it on these. I was part of that list. Ethan just wants to punish anyone that he sees had anything to do with tanking his podcast. His podcast is at 400,000 views. They can't sell any Teddy Glow to save their lives. By the way, Ethan, Eli, keep appealing to Asmongold, to Nick the Oreo, to that audience. I'm sure they're ordering a fuckload of Teddy Glow. And I'm sure their audience of dudes is ordering a lot of fucking Teddy Glow as well. So keep up with that. I'm sure that's all going great. Next time you start a new brand and the launch fucking flops, you don't have to wonder why it's flopping.
Considering it is unlikely there are any damages at all that I could have caused, even if I am found liable for copyright infringement, my offer of $17,500 felt very generous. For me, that is a lot of money, and it would have come directly from my own pocket.
It's an insane amount of money, but for Ethan, he probably owes his lawyer a lot more than that. So just to cover his lawyer for making him write these dumbass lawsuits, he's going to want more than $17,000, and it is a lot of money. To most Americans, to the vast majority of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck, who can't afford a $400 emergency, who can't afford to fucking change a car tire if they have a car emergency, yeah, $17,000 is a fuckload of money. But you know who it's not a lot of money to? It's not a lot of money to Ethan Klein. And he learned from the best. He learned from Papa Ryan Kavanaugh. Ryan Kavanaugh, who publicly spanked Ethan Klein and made him do a public apology and made him grovel on the internet, on his podcast, apologizing. That's what Ethan wants to do to supporters of Hassan, because Ethan was embarrassed, because Ethan was made to grovel. Let me see if I can find that apology, or at least part of it. Where is that thing? Let's try to see. Ah, there it is. Let's just take a second to remember a little bit.
And it's time to turn a leaf and to close the chapter with my dear friend, Ryan Kavanaugh.
And notice how he's doing the apology. He's being so sarcastic about it. He's trying to do like it's a play, and he's being all like, with my dear friend Ryan Kavanaugh, because he's trying to play it off like it's not serious. But this is pretty embarrassing for him. He went on a Ryan Kavanaugh tirade for like 2 fucking years. His whole set, his podcast set, was decorated with pictures of Ryan Kavanaugh, frames of Ryan Kavanaugh, article frames of Ryan Kavanaugh, controversies Ryan Kavanaugh was involved in. Didn't he invite the guy like Brad the Bull, who supposedly like slept with Ryan Kavanaugh's wife or some shit, like onto his show? Like just insane shit. Insane, unhinged shit. And then he was forced to apologize on his podcast after having to settle and pay Ryan Kavanaugh a massive amount of money, etc., etc. This is what he wants to do to Kaceytron, Frogan, and Denims, and honestly to Hassan. Ideally he would do this to Hassan. If Ethan could sue Hassan and avoid having to sue what he considers to be his proxies, he would sue Hassan directly, would make Hassan pay money, would make Hassan like make a public apology, but he can't do that. He can't do that. So to hurt Hassan, he's literally going after anyone he can hurt. He's going after the more vulnerable individuals who have no money. And deep down, Ethan hopes that Hassan is going to have to bail them out and pay out of his own pocket. He just wants Hassan to fucking feel the pain. And he wants people to be embarrassed and to grovel at his feet, just like he had to do to Ryan Kavanaugh.
We've come to an agreement and we are parting ways. We are settling the matter amicably. And I have a statement that I've arranged. Excuse me. With my good friend that I would like to state for you now in all sincerity and to close the chapter and move right along.
It really does not look sincere. In all sincerity, I would like to present my sincerest apologies to Ryan. Like, the whole thing seems like he's making fun of the situation. And then I guarantee if Kaceytron were to make an apology to Ethan, and if she were to do anything that seemed like where she wasn't crying, he would be like, she doesn't seem like she's sincere enough. I don't buy the apology. Look at his fucking apology to Ryan Kavanaugh. Oh, my dear audience, I would like to present. Look at this shit. He's not taking that shit seriously.
So here's my apology to Ryan Kavanaugh. I read to you now. To Ryan Kavanaugh, I want to offer my sincere and unreserved apology. At the time, I was led to believe you were behind a particular copyright lawsuit. Acting on that belief, I went on and attacked you publicly and persistently. In doing so, I failed to consider the personal impact of my actions. And I lost sight of the basic respect every person deserves, regardless of any dispute. That hits home, you know? I also understand that as a result, your Wikipedia page has been significantly altered to reflect you in a negative light. And I apologize for any involvement I had in that. I apologize for ever making statements that led anyone to believe you were involved in unethical or bad business dealings. And I now know that any of those things I may have spread were not true. I deeply regret ever elevating or emphasizing that false narrative, and it was wrong of me. And I apologize. Because of the attention I placed on you, I know that you and your family became the target of harassment and hate. And
look, I'm not out here to say that apologizing, if you do something wrong or if you say something wrong, yeah, you should apologize online. So I'm not here to criticize him for apologizing. But I'm just saying that I think how this affected him psychologically, he just wants to push that pain onto someone else now. He wants to push that embarrassment onto someone else. Some rich guy did it to him. Now he's the rich guy in the scenario, and he wants to do it to someone else.
Truly, none of them deserved any of that. The hurt that, was caused by my actions is something I take full responsibility for, and I am truly sorry for that. I also understand the harm that the negative social media and Wikipedia edits have placed on you and your business. And again, I apologize for my involvement I had in that, and I hope that any such issues can be retracted, right? And that you do not have to endure any further issues as a result of those actions. Truly. We have since come to peace, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to move forward. With this apology and with full respect, I ask that anybody who may have been acting on my behalf directly or indirectly stop immediately. Ryan and his family and his associates should be left alone now for good. And I truly mean that, guy. I mean everything I'm saying, but...
And I mean, Ethan did encourage the harassment of Ryan Kavanaugh, made the website, does Ryan Kavanaugh look like Harvey Weinstein? All sorts of fucking shit. People were tanking his Wikipedia. He kept like wink, wink, like, hey, don't harass Ryan Kavanaugh. Whatever you do, wink, wink. And then people just... It was kind of wild. It was kind of insane. So anyway, we don't need to finish the rest of the apology, but keep in mind, this is definitely playing into Ethan's decision to want to sue these people, to want them to apologize, want them to beg for him to settle, all that sort of shit. That's what our boy wants. All right, let's continue listening to Kaceytron.
On this note, I want to clarify that any donations that I have received are being used for my legal defense costs against Ethan, nothing else. These funds will not be a part of any settlement offer. In the event that we were to settle, I will take responsibility for any settlement, and any remaining funds would go towards the remaining parties that are also being sued by Ethan. I have no intention to keep any money from this fundraising for any personal use whatsoever. If we are unable to reach a settlement soon,
So again, this is just because Ethan was accusing her of like only wanting to give him $17,000 and accusing her of wanting to keep the rest of the money, even though she's saying that clearly this is going for legal fees.
This could stretch all the way to December of next year and cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyers' fees through the end of the trial. To be clear, I don't make anywhere near this kind of money. Like most Americans, I live paycheck to paycheck. I do not have any personal savings. Over the years, I've been stretched very thin because I help support multiple family members. I want to make it clear to Ethan, I will gladly set aside my ego and do whatever is necessary and consistent with my principles to resolve this matter and get back to what matters most to me, helping my family in this devastating financial climate.
So, honestly, after having said that, she literally just said, I'm willing to put my ego aside and do whatever is necessary to make this matter correct. So, I mean, honestly, if Ethan doesn't address this like on his next podcast and gives her the opportunity to settle this matter, then he is definitely just a hopeless piece of shit that is literally just out here to torture this fucking girl and to see her lose everything, because she's literally saying everything you want to hear. I will set my ego aside. She's telling she's going to apologize. She's willing to apologize publicly. Isn't it what you want? If Ethan refuses this completely gracious offer from Kaceytron, then he's completely indefensible. Not that he's not indefensible now. He's pretty much indefensible. But there's a half a percentage in there that might still be human.
Stretched very thin because I help support multiple family members. I want to make it clear to Ethan, I will gladly set aside my ego and do whatever is necessary and consistent with my principles to resolve this matter and get back to what matters most to me, helping my family in this devastating financial climate.
And what she's going through is extremely relatable. How many Americans, how many of you guys are taking care of your families? Our parents are getting older. Here in Lebanon, our families went through a devastating financial crisis. Most families in Lebanon lost everything. The middle class was decimated overnight. So it's on a lot of us to take care of our families and our parents when we normally maybe should not have that responsibility. And the U.S. right now is going through a massive economic... They're on the brink of an economic depression, inflation, stagnant wages, unemployment rates are going up, etc. So she's like the every woman right now. Ethan Klein, millionaire living in a gated community in Los Angeles who became rich off of fucking podcasting, is like suing at every woman who's out there fucking hustling every single day of her life because he doesn't like what she had to say about him and his fucking content nuke.
I feel deeply guilty even asking for community funding during such difficult times because I realize I'm asking for help from people who are also facing financial hardships.
And this is so sweet of her to just recognize, like, she knows that her audience are also like not fucking millionaires. She knows that she's being supported by people that are going through the same thing that she's going through. And it's not on them to have to make Ethan Klein fucking richer. And that's something that he fucking celebrates. He's so happy. He laughs at the fact that, like, oh, look at them raising all this money that's just going to end up lining my own pockets eventually. All this money's coming straight back into my bank account. That's what he always says. He said it in the clip that we were just watching earlier. So he's taking that money away from like hardworking fucking Americans who just want to support their creator that they like and they don't want to see go into financial fucking ruin. He enjoys taking their money. He enjoys taking your money. And his fans and his audience that are celebrating this lawsuit enjoy it too. They're happy to see another wealth transfer from the poor to the rich for a frivolous fucking lawsuit where I guarantee that Ethan Klein lost no fucking money off of this fucking... off of her streaming his video. How much money does she owe him in lost ad revenue? $15? Fuck, I'll cover that shit.
Since this lawsuit was announced, it has resulted in a barrage of hate and harassment that has been incredibly mentally taxing. Every day across all of my social media, I am relentlessly reminded that my life could be ruined, that myself and my family could wind up living on the streets, that Ethan is going to foreclose on my home. All realities that feel very real to me right now, and all being used by hateful onlookers to push me into killing myself.
Honestly, she's not even fucking exaggerating. I have never seen, and I repeat, I've never seen in my life online someone that gets as much hate as Kaceytron. Anytime she posts anything, we're going to look at some of the responses to this video. Even when I tweet about it, a complete fucking stranger, someone who doesn't know Kaceytron, someone who has nothing to do with the situation, me tweeting about the situation, being like, hey, why is she being sued? Are these lawsuits necessary? Shouldn't they be dropped? The amount of hate that I got in the comments between yesterday and today is frankly unimaginable. It's fucking insane. You know what I mean? If I weren't a well-adjusted person for the most part and comfortable with who I am as a person and like confident in the values that I believe in, You know, that like people shouldn't be sued into oblivion and be made homeless for watching a fucking content nuke on YouTube. Those are my values, you know? It's insane.
The thought of dealing with the constant doxing, threats to my life, and harassment for another year is extremely dark. This treatment wears on a person, and it has left me feeling extremely drained, isolated, and depressed. Moving forward, I'll continue to provide any updates on any future developments. It may end up being a long road, and I'm going to be working hard to keep up with the legal fees every month for as long as is necessary if this litigation is not settled soon. I've changed my GoFundMe goal to better reflect the cost of this sort of litigation. Again, these funds are exclusive.
So yeah, it went up from like 150K or 100K to $250,000. Which, I mean, again, dude, Americans love lawsuits. They love litigation. These lawyers are making fucking bank, dude. It's fucking insane. The fact that so much money is being spent on lawyers for something so fucking stupid just because Ethan Klein's ego got hurt. Oh, he's making it about copyright. He's here to protect copyright. My fucking ass, man.
Exclusively for my lawyer fees. This is not money that will go towards any sort of settlement or to any of my personal expenses. Please consider donating or even signing up for a monthly donation. Check out any of my links below. You can also support by tuning into any of my live streams and social media. Even just some positivity in the sea of negativity means everything right now. Thank you all so much for listening to my side of the story. And again, thank you all for the love and support.
And you can see the tears streaming down her face. Obviously very emotional. I can only imagine the position that she's in and having to talk about a lawsuit that is threatening to ruin you financially. I mean, guys, if I were in her shoes right now, if I were being sued by Ethan Klein for $150,000, I would be fucking shitting myself. How would I be able to afford that shit? I lost my job like a few months ago. Streaming right now is the only reason that I can even survive. And can you imagine me asking people to donate so I can pay hundreds of thousands in like lawyer fees and whatever the fuck? Like, I wouldn't even have the heart to ask anyone to donate for something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine how fucking terrifying it is. And like rent, and I don't know if Kaceytron owns a home in the States or if they're like renting, but like property prices in the States are like fucking insanely inflated. Like, can you imagine supporting your whole family at her age, recently got married, and having to worry about having to pay someone off? Forget the lawyer fees that she has to cover. She potentially might have to pay Ethan like damages or whatever. Not if a judge deems that she needs to pay Ethan Klein $150,000, that means that the legal system is even more broken than I thought it was.
Okay, that's all I had to say. And yeah, obviously I'm reading from a script. Like, obviously it was something that I wrote. And I don't know, like, I don't want to be like criticized for like coming on camera and like crying and shit, because it's not something that I want to do. Like, I've been put in this position where this is what I have to do to survive. And like, I'm doing this knowing that it's going to result in like the whole fucking hate brigade, you know, like Asmongold, XQC.
Oh yeah, I knew about Asmongold. All I did was quote tweet you, and Asmongold came for me. It's like saying Bloody Mary 3 times. He just fucking popped up. You tweet about Kaceytron and support, Asmongold will show up in your replies. You're right, lady.
All of them are going to go live and make a video and make fun of me and laugh about how, you know, I'm going to lose everything and all this other messed up shit. And they're going to further profit off of my pain. You know, it just really sucks the position that I've been put in. And I just hope that I can move on from it soon. But if I can't, then I'm prepared to, you know, keep on moving forward and keep fighting. But in order to do that, it's like I have to make myself emotionally vulnerable.
Imagine if my response to this were, well, you shouldn't have watched the content nuke online and told people not to watch it on H3. Fuck around and find out. Can you imagine a fucking human being after watching this video having that reaction? Well, you'll be shocked to know that Twitter is full of these reactions, folks. Apparently that's a normal reaction to have in the United States nowadays.
But yeah, I can kind of answer some questions. really should have settled immediately. Good luck. You're saying that, but that was never like really an option. People keep on saying things that they have no clue what they're talking about. So yeah, you should really like keep away from just saying things that you don't really know what you're talking about.
Instead of suing these people, Ethan should have started by sending them DMs on Instagram. Like, yo, you guys did this. You guys said this in your live stream, something which I find very questionable and something very damaging. Let's talk about it. Let's have an honest, blunt fucking conversation about this, because I might want to consider litigation and I want you to take this seriously, but let's have a conversation, like something. I feel like you just jumped straight into the lawsuits and like, I need you to apologize. I need you to beg and grovel. I need you to cry. I need you to do this. I need you to set, like, my God, dude.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, most of the people who make fun of Kaceytron, they're like, you're getting what you deserve, you piece of shit. Go get a real job. All of these people, I guarantee you, 95% of them do not like engage with the opposite sex. They do not have girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. They have no connection. They have no love with other people, because I guarantee you, like, look, even if Denny, okay, agreed that, for example, these people did something wrong and they're like, yeah, they reacted to the video in a potentially unethical way. Do you think my girlfriend would still respect me if I'm online going like, you fuck around and find out, you fucking crazy bitch? Like, my girlfriend would leave the living shit out of me in a fucking instant if that's how I speak to women online, if that's how I think about women online, if I celebrate other women being potentially put into financial fucking ruin. These people do not know the touch of a woman. They do not know the scent of a woman. I fucking guarantee it. No woman would fucking... I mean, some women might want to surround themselves with men like that, but how could you be respected by anyone when that's how you talk to someone online? Anyway, so that's her video. We're just going to scroll down gently. We're gently going to scroll down and just read some of the replies. Okay. Oh no, the streamers that I consistently talk shit about unprompted just so I can get virtue points with my audience don't care that I'm facing consequences that, while definitely overkill, are directly brought on by my malicious actions against another streamer. We love you, Casey. Stay strong. We got some friends right here saying some nice things. But here we go. She Fafo. There we go. She Fafo, folks. She fucked around and found out. Much deserved pain. She's got to lose her home and her family's got to be on the streets. And her sick parents shouldn't get their treatment because she watched a YouTube video. Johnny's laughing his ass off. Your boy Kami says, funny how all of a sudden it's woe is me. Again, a little bit of love. Some people are donating. Let's scroll down to the bottom. More laughter. Launch a meme coin. You are in a lawsuit? Ha ha ha, Fafo. Do you think your family will stick by your actions after you are forced into bankruptcy? Lamau. I feel bad that your family is suffering because of your actions, but these are the consequences of what you've done. Hopefully you learn from this when it's over. I don't need you to explain that you haven't done anything. I've seen a lot of tweets over the years. Good luck. Oh, because she put out some tweets that Miss Vixen doesn't like. She deserves to lose everything. And the way these people talk about it, like, it is legitimately concern trolling. I feel bad that your family is suffering because of your actions, but these are the consequences of what you've done. They're talking as if she fucking raped someone. Can you fucking believe it? Like, paying $150,000 in damages, that's if you, like, fucking embezzle someone. If you fucking rip someone off. If you fucking, I don't know, man, lend someone money, then break their fucking knees. I don't fucking know, dude. But $150,000 for watching a YouTube video and being like, well, these are the consequences of your actions. You people are fucking psychotic. All of the people writing these fucking comments on Twitter can't afford a fucking $400 emergency. They're all living paycheck to paycheck, and they're being like, well, you fucked around. Find out. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And this is the audience that Ethan and Hila want to sell Teddy Glow to. Hey, Ethan, why is nobody buying Teddy Glow? I don't want to do this anymore. Ethan, I want to stop. I want to close Teddy Fresh. Oh, really? Teddy Glow's not going great? All the models that worked with you on Teddy Glow aren't happy, and they're now disowning the whole fucking collaboration. You have to post shit with Rich Lux. You have to invite Rich Lux and Hartley Mornstein onto your fucking podcast because no one else wants to fucking collaborate with you. And you're confused. Hey, Nick DeAria, who hosts a show called Ultimate Rep Review. I watch your show all the time. I'm Ela Klein. I love your shit. Why isn't Teddy Glow selling? Oh my God. The girlies don't want to buy my makeup? No, they don't want to fucking buy your makeup. Because these fucking guys are your audience now. This is your audience. This is who you're trying to sell Teddy Glow to. Let's see. Look at this. The real Tomby. Actions have consequences. You thought you were exempt. May the teaching commence and the lesson be learned. Yes, yes, she needs to learn not to watch YouTube, not to react to YouTube videos like everyone else fucking does online. Okay, did she maybe say something? What is it that Kaceytron said? Thank you for like watching it. We're gonna watch the video later. She might have said something that some people could be like, hey, that's copyright. Okay, maybe she said that. Does she need to lose her fucking home for fucking doing that? Can't you just talk to Ethan and like maybe take down her video? Maybe pay him the $10 and missed out ad revenue that he got? But no, because he doesn't give a fuck about copyright. He just wants to embarrass these people. He wants to hurt these people. He wants to teach people a lesson. He wants to silence criticism. He wants to scare people into criticizing him and making videos of him and reacting to videos, because you're going to think twice, like, but if I react to this H3 video, he might sue me. And if I criticize him, he might do this. And if I tweet about him, I'm going to get harassed by 700 fucking people. Mustafa Jeff sends $2 and says, been ride sharing due to a job loss for 4 months. Damn, Mustafa. Guys, W's in the chat for Mustafa. If anybody knows, Mustafa, what do you do? Maybe someone in the chat can help you find a gig somewhere. And Mustafa, stop. Don't send me any super chats if you're out here struggling to find a job. So, Mustafa, thank you. Much appreciated. That $2, I cherish it from the bottom of my heart. But if you're struggling right now, don't be sending me any money. All right? Much love. Thank you so much for being so considerate. Ethan is a fucking scumbag for this. Anyways. Little old me, folks. Little old me, innocently put out my own little quote, dude. I was like, you know what? I want to show some support for Kaceytron. I'm constantly talking about dropping the lawsuits because as a fallen H3 fan, I genuinely think that if Ethan drops the lawsuits, it could help him reclaim some of his lost audience, or at least make some of his lost audience more eager to hear him out. At the very least, give him a chance. If he wants to explain his Zionism or like why he's not a Zionist, maybe we'll give him an ear if he at least starts by dropping the lawsuits, the bare minimum. That's where I'm coming from. I want to see these creators not have to go through financial ruin for a frivolous fucking stupid lawsuit. And part of me still wanted to give Ethan and Ela advice on like how to help their podcast. Not that I give a shit anymore. Anyway, so here's my tweet. Ethan Klein just dropped the lawsuits. You are ruining these people's lives and your own life in the process. End this fucking cycle once and for all. Jesus Christ, man. Innocent enough, right? You'd think I said I support rape or something. Well, 818 replies, including Asmongold. We'll get to Asmongold in a second. 2.4k likes with 818 replies. So like, you know, the amount of the ratio's not great, folks. 374k views. Let's scroll down to some answers, to some replies. Respawn says, you sound like a potential homosexual. From the river to the... So what does he say? He is such a demon. No house and negative $17,000 is a pretty good outcome. Au contraire, keep it going, Ethan. It's the right thing to do. Nah, I like accountability better. That's the goal. Lol, nope. Okay, this person's pro. I didn't even think these were still going. Egos seem to just not quit. Rach, he says, cry more. Ark says she probably shouldn't have fucked around. Now she's in the find out stage. Victor says, damn, it's almost like they tried ruining his life and his family or something. She's sad, so drop the lawsuits. Twin Mama says, wah, a female is crying, and so I must don my simp armor and defend the poor defenseless woman. Pat says, why? They had no problem doing what they did. They even bragged about it. Emerald Apple says, actions have consequences, and she needs to take accountability. Ah, yes, she needs to lose her home, go into financial ruin, see her family be completely destroyed because she reacted to Ethan Klein's video, and she needs to take accountability. How silly of me. I'm a dumb Lebanese guy. We don't have all these rules here. The legal system, I mean, it's kind of like a jungle here in Lebanon. We should be more like you guys are in America. Sue people for $150,000 for reacting to their shitty little YouTube video and ruin their lives. That's great. Don't you guys just love being Americans? By the way, how's your country doing right now? Brad6739 sends $10 and says, shout out to DNW and especially DNW girlfriend. Obviously a great woman behind this man. Thank you, Brad. Of course, only the best woman is behind this man. She's the only reason, you know, I can present myself half the time. But yes, she would leave the shit out of me if this is how I spoke to women or spoke about women on the internet or in person or anywhere. And thank you so much for the generous dono. Let's read some more. And these are not even replies to Kaceytron. These are replies to me. These people are talking to me just for taking her side. Luderis VTuber says, nah, this is peak FAFO, and I will enjoy every second of it. What's a huge liability says, what cycle would it end? It would end the cycle of Ethan Klein crashing out and him going after people and then going after him and then him going after them and then him going after him and then him complaining that he can't launch Teddy Glow and that no one's watching his podcast and that he and his wife can't collaborate with anyone anymore and that his crew keeps on quitting. That is the cycle that it would end. People would just kind of go back to peaceful times where Ethan does the show that he wants, goofs and gaffs. Everyone else talks about whatever the fuck they were talking about. I can go back to talking about cringe Lebanese TikTokers and how Israelis are trying to invade my country. That's what I can talk about. I don't have to talk about Ethan anymore. That is the cycle that it would end. Actions have consequences, and it's long overdue that people learned a lesson. Hashtag don't be a dick, folks. Poops and Giggles says Team Ethan all the way. Aaron Nixon says, or don't do things that get you into lawsuits. Pretty simple. Actions have consequences. So to all of these people getting sued, this is what I need to just realize. To all of these people, getting sued for $150,000 is completely reasonable. It is completely and entirely reasonable because people broke the law. Hey, there's a law. You broke the law. Whatever happens, not our fucking problem. You deserve it. Whether it's losing your home, having to pay 150 grand, etc., etc. It doesn't matter. You broke the law. Fuck around and find out. All that sort of shit. Apollo says, no, absolutely not. These people need to be taught a lesson that constantly lying about people online with zero solid evidence and zero accountability is not okay. But Apollo, that's not what she's being sued for. She's being sued for copyright infringement, you dumb fuck. He just hates her takes on Twitter. Like she needs to get sued for all these bad takes that she can't prove on Twitter. That's not what the lawsuit is about, Apollo. Or is it? Because you would think Ethan wants you to think that this is about copyright. Ethan wants you to think that he's protecting copyright, and he's trying to set an important precedent on the internet, even though he's setting a terrible fucking precedent. And now, anytime someone fucking reacts to anything, they're going to sue. If Ethan were to win this lawsuit, which I have no idea if he's going to fucking win. I'm not a fucking legal expert, but the precedent that he would be setting if he were to win is that now anytime someone criticizes someone online, the person they're criticizing is going to try to sue them for copyright infringement, try to prove that they somehow siphon views off from their video to his, to try to hurt his channel, etc. And it's going to completely change criticism online. It's going to maybe even destroy video reactions online. That is because Ethan is choosing to go after this fucking really stupid and frivolous lawsuit. Gazma says she knew what she was doing and now she's paying for it. No, they wouldn't if the roles were reversed. They deserve to go bankrupt. And that's, by the way, MAGA for life. They deserve to go. Ethan Klein, I hope you enjoy selling Teddy Glow to MAGA for life. Fafo, again, not Ethan should cook them all. Fafo, cry more. The losses will continue until morale improves. Nope, accountability needs to be served. I mean, this is just insane. This is just insane. Rob says that's objectively false. You are misrepresenting the facts. My guy, okay, you can even say that they were trying to siphon off views. How much in damage did Kaceytron cause Ethan Klein by siphoning off views to her live stream? Is it $150,000 worth of damages? You fucking idiot. That's what we're dealing with, folks. So anyways, these are just responses from like random people to my tweet. But then Asmongold got involved. Before we get into Asmongold, actually, let's just get into Asmongold. This is what Asmongold had to say. He responds, he says, all you do is talk shit about Ethan. Why would he look for your approval? Don't believe me? Search this and read the posts yourself. From Do Not Worry Pod. Ethan, you're not asking in good faith. You want to lie about and misrepresent someone while portraying yourself as a victim. Okay, first of all, how the fuck am I portraying myself as a victim? You fucking idiot. Anyways, How many fucking followers does this guy have? 1.1 million followers, by the way. Cool. Okay. So I respond by saying, my approval is irrelevant at this point, but I used to be a huge fan and H3 inspired my entire show. If he drops the lawsuits, I would absolutely give him credit. Not sure how I'm making myself out to be a victim in this situation. So yeah, why would he look for your approval? He doesn't need my approval, but the whole point of me criticizing Ethan is, Zach, that I was a massive fan of H3. I literally started the show as somewhat of a Lebanese version of the H3 podcast. I've spoken about this many times. I was a massive Teddy Fresh customer. I have a whole stack of fucking Teddy Fresh that I've shown off all the time. So Ethan doesn't need my approval, but if Ethan is interested in the insight of a fallen fan and why they stopped watching his channel and why they stopped financially supporting him, he might want to listen to what I have to say. It's entirely up to him. But he doesn't need my approval. But if he's smart, he'd fucking listen to a fallen fan, someone who actually used to who has spent thousands of dollars supporting his fucking brand. Okay? So, unless your audience is out there fucking buying Teddy Fresh, why would he fucking listen to you? Asmongold. So anyways. And yeah, why am I making myself out to be the victim? I have no idea. He says, honest question. Do you think that the girls he's suing uploaded his video in good faith? And I said, they definitely reacted to the video to criticize Ethan, but I do not believe they reacted to it with the express purpose of stealing views and revenue. Frogan was a big part of the content nuke, and I'm pretty sure so was Denims, so of course they would watch it. Ethan has personal reasons to sue these exact people. And I think I tweeted something else out that he did not read. I said, Ethan blames Denims for CPS, but he can't sue her for that. Frogan is Hassan's mod, and he thinks she's kind of the reason the whole Palestine debate popped off with him and Hassan, because ever since when Ethan unfollowed Frogan and then she tweeted about it, he kind of blames that to be the start of everything. But like, again, by hurting Frogan, by going for Frogan, he's indirectly going after Hassan. And Kaceytron was a big Destiny antagonist, and that's playing into that too. And again, Kaceytron was part of that list that was on the Snark like subreddit, being like, hey, if you guys don't want to watch the content nuke on Ethan's channel, you guys can go after these. So that is why he's blaming these people in particular. So then Zach, or Asmongold, responds by saying, how do you reconcile that with the fact that they, on video, explicitly said the exact thing you're saying they didn't do? You can look it up and see for yourself. Now, I did go back and watch Ethan's original video announcing the lawsuits, which I think we're going to rewatch together really quickly a little bit later, just to get all our facts in order. But yes, at this point, having rewatched the video, they do say some things that could be interpreted a certain way, but is it like, but Frogan, I think honestly, just barely, like Frogan, I think is the weakest case that Ethan has. But it's not like all that fucking explicit to me, but you could, I'm not a fucking legal expert. Ethan might be able to prove that. Maybe Denims and Kaceytron were trying to siphon off views in the way they worded what they said. Sure, let's go with that for a second, okay? So I said, not that explicit to me, and they're far from the only ones who watched it, often providing more commentary than other streamers such as yourself. Regardless, suing someone for $150,000 and celebrating their financial ruin for a video reaction is slightly insane. Also, RIP Asmondat, I just wanted to throw that in there because, look, I've never watched a lot of Asmongold. All I've seen of Asmongold were like random clips here and there on Twitter, usually of him saying unhinged shit, either insulting Palestinians and saying that they deserve to be genocided, etc. But I did watch his video talking about his dad a few weeks ago. It was like a 20 or 30-minute video of him talking about his ordeal of helping his dad, because I've heard a lot of nice things about his dad. I've heard that his dad is like a really cool dude and part of like a lot of online communities and part of Hassan's community, etc. So I just wanted to throw that in there because, to be fair, I don't know how many opportunities I'm ever going to have in my life to interact with Asmongold. So I figured, hey, his dad seemed like a nice guy. He just lost his dad. Just out of mutual respect, I put that in there because his dad does seem nice. And the video that he put out about taking care of his dad was pretty like relatable. So, you know. Despite our differences, we can still be human beings with one another. So that was my response. And then he responds, sorry, what happened? He said, they said that they were doing it to specifically deprive him of revenue, of views. How is that not explicit to you? They did not say that we're specifically watching him to deprive him of views and revenue. But again, they don't care. That audience doesn't give a fuck of the nuance of the situation. By the way, Brat6738 has just become a member. Welcome to the Do Not Warriors, Brat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We very much appreciate you. So did I think I responded to this. They said that they were doing exactly to deprive him of revenue. How's that not explicit? I said, Zach, he doesn't give a shit about copyright. He's just getting back at them because he thinks they tanked his podcast. And you have personal beef with Kaceytron, so you're enjoying this for your own reasons. And we're going to get into his personal beef with Kaceytron. Like, apparently, she blames him for, like, the death of his mom or something like that. I don't want to get into that necessarily, but we're going to listen to what... to Asmongold's reaction. But he has personal beef with Kaceytron. He fucking hates Kaceytron, clearly. So to him, this is great. This is entertainment. So Zach, he doesn't give a shit about copyright. He's just getting back at them because he thinks they tanked his podcast. And you have personal beef with Kaceytron, so you're enjoying this for your own reasons. There's another way to solve this. He even refused settling with Kaceytron. Again, I think I'm being fucking fair as shit. I think I'm making some pretty good fucking points. Very common sense. Very normal fucking things to say. You know what I mean? But again, I'm being fucking gaslit by these fucking psychopaths that I'm some sort of piece of shit. Which is insane. Then Zach says, which is the most revealing fucking tweet he could have said. And this just exposes the whole game. This reply is the exact reason I hope Ethan sues them into poverty. Can you imagine saying that about 3 of your peers? Like, there are 3 streamers, they work in your same fucking industry. You might run into them at events. You might see Frogan here, or you might like run into Denim somewhere at some fucking point, and you're out there saying that I hope that Ethan sues them into poverty. Lying, gaslighting, and then hostility when pressed. You know what you're doing, and everyone else does too. You insult everyone's intelligence by engaging in such obvious manipulation. And then I respond by saying suing them into poverty for watching his dumb fucking video. Nice. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable thing to wish upon someone. You clowns are just enjoying the show. And to be honest, I think getting into this Twitter thread and this beef with Asmongold, despite all the hate that it's going to get me and the negative attention that it's going to get me, it's probably on Reddit. It's already all over fucking Twitter. I think it was worth it to get this tweet out of Asmongold, even though he's literally said these things in the past, but seeing it written is also quite different. This reply is the exact reason I hope Ethan sues them into poverty. This just goes to show that this man just needs a fucking girlfriend. Asmongold, you just need a fucking girlfriend. I don't know if he's dating anyone right now. He might be. If he is, she's not the right person. She's not teaching him the right things. She's not a normal fucking woman. Because no well-adjusted person who actually respects women would speak of them this way. Or his peers, not even women, just his peers. Like, are you really telling me that the only way for them to learn not to potentially be like, hey, instead of watching the video on this channel, watch it on my channel? You think the best way for them to learn not to do that is to sue them into oblivion for $150 fucking thousand and ruin their fucking lives? Is that what you think? Nola Magnolia sends 100 Egyptian pounds. Thank you so much, Nola. That's so generous and so sweet. Thank you so much. So he doesn't have a girlfriend, huh? Yeah, I'm not shocked. And I'm not saying that because I'm calling him like ugly or smelly or that like cockroaches walk all over him while he's streaming. Everyone knows about his hygiene shit. I'm not gonna get into that. Eamon's animation made like an amazing Asmongold video back in the day. So we don't need to talk about the obvious things that are wrong with this guy. But just the way you think is repulsive. You could be the most beautiful human being on the planet, but the way you think is completely fucking repulsive. And it might have gotten you rich, though. So, I mean, he doesn't care, right? Does he give a shit that he's lonely? No, he's got all the money in the world. So being a piece of shit, rotten individual, you know, has made him feel like he doesn't need the touch of a woman. So that is the conversation with Zach. And funny enough, folks, we got mentioned by Yeet, folks. The one and only Yeet. Asmongold, which is weird. They call me by my full name. I'm normally Millhouse on here. I don't know when I got my full name. Is it when maybe it was after the caller situation? Like, we're going to start calling this man Anthony. So now, Asmongold and Anthony Sargon go back and forth over the Kaceytron lawsuit. Sargon had asked Ethan to drop the lawsuits, to which Asmon joined the convo. And then he quotes that. So we got yeeted, folks. Again, I fucking hate that account. But I mean, hey, thanks for using my name, I guess. It's always funny when this random shit happens. Why am I involved in all this beef? Why am I involved in beef with Asmongold and Ethan Klein, 2 of the biggest fucking American YouTubers / Twitch streamers of all time? And I'm out here fucking sitting with my 29,000 subscribers. How's this fucking happening? What do you want from me? You know, what have I done to these people? What have I done to these people? But anyways, also legal mindset. The fucking sex tourist he quote tweeted the Yeet tweet and said, Kaceytron, Frogan, and Denims not only clearly acted in bad faith by their own admission, but had every chance to come up with a creative settlement offer. They talked tough and fucked around, and now they're finding out legally. Actually, no, they don't have every chance to come up with a creative settlement offer because we've just seen 2 occasions of Ethan Klein closing the door on settlements. Let's hear him out again, saying no settlements, you dumb fucking sex creep, you fucking sex pest, hiding out in fucking, where is he, in the Philippines?
A little bit, but there you go, Frogan. There's your get out of jail free card.
Honestly,
all you have
I
to do is just rip off your fans.
I had space in my heart to let her off with like creative settlement offers and stuff.
Sure.
But at this point, I think I'm not settling with any of these people. I'm coming for the maximum damages.
What? But Legal Mindset just said that he gave them every chance to come up with a creative settlement offer. What? Were we wrong? OB Blues sends $2 and says, sending you love from iDubbbz chat. What? No way. Well, fuck. Everybody, W's in the chat for iDubbbz. We send iDubbbz some love back his way. OB Blue. Thank you so much for the dono. So yeah, Legal Mindset. Holy shit, you dumb fuck. How does that make any fucking sense? He literally rejected Kaceytron's settlement offer, and then when she made fun of Olivia and AB on Twitter, he's like, that's it, settlements are off the table for Kaceytron. Literally punishing them like they're children. That's how he's treating them in this whole situation. And again, he's right here being like, no more settlements. I want maximum damages. Do you want to hear it again? Gee, let's hear it again, you dumb fucks.
I had space in my heart to let her off with like creative settlement offers and stuff.
Sure.
But at this point, I think I'm not settling with any of these people. I'm coming for the maximum damages.
He wants $450,000 in total when you add up the $150,000 of all 3 lawsuits, because 3 people watched his content nuke. The content nuke in itself, how many views did it get? Like 3 million views or some shit? That alone is not enough to generate that much in revenue. He wants money that even YouTube isn't paying him for this fucking video, that even his sponsor didn't pay him for this fucking video. In what world does Ethan Klein deserve $450,000 for the content nuke? Let's say they broke the law. Let's say all 3 of them, you can be like, hey, that's it. What they said in that video, Denim's being like, hey, thank you for watching it here and not watching it on Ethan's channel. If that is enough to prove that, you know, she broke copyright knowingly, does that mean she stole $150,000 from Ethan Klein that he would have had otherwise if she hadn't fucking streamed that video? Do you think Frogan gets enough views to make a dent in Ethan Klein's ad revenue? Do you think Kaceytron gets... Okay, maybe Denims was... He keeps saying Denims was streaming to 40,000 people. Maybe she made like a couple $100 in ad revenue, Ethan. Holy shit, but you want $150,000. That's the insane part. The insane part is not that Ethan might be right or that maybe they said something in their live stream to suggest that maybe they were trying to siphon off some views. Okay, let's fucking say that they did. Let's fucking say that they outright were like, hey, you know what? I'm making this video explicitly so you don't watch Ethan's video, so that you watch this video, so that he misses out on some ad revenue because he's a fucking asshole. 150 grand, ruining their lives, celebrating it on Twitter over and over and over again. It just seems kind of unhinged to me. Let's watch Asmongold's reaction. So I mean, yeah, there we go. Beefing with Asmongold, and all of this. Obviously, he's ratioing the shit out of me. I have fucking 6,000 to 7,000. How many followers do I have? I have 6,000 followers on fucking Twitter, guys. I cannot compete with Asmongold. I can't compete with H3. They're at 2 million subs. I'm at 30,000, 29,000 subs. Asmongold's got millions of subs, millions of followers. I'm out here fucking fighting on my own. And like having to defend like common sense. Like, okay, she broke the rules. Do you want to ruin her fucking life? And if you do, you're the fucking crazy person. You're the piece of shit, not her. Like that's it's fucking insane, man. What am I even arguing about? OB Blue sends another $2 and says, iDubbbz says, oh, I love them. Love back. Holy shit. Man, iDubbbz is fucking sweet. By the way, if you guys want to see iDubbbz, I mean, look, you guys know we're working on a Comrade Casey, myself, and James from Uninformed Leftist are working on a little something together. If you guys have some guests that you'd like to see on our little venture together, obviously one of them being iDubbbz, let us know in the chat. We'd love to know. So, Yeet, we saw that. Legal Mindset. Let's watch okay, he's trashing her for 20 minutes. Let's watch just a little bit of this to get an idea of the kind of person that this motherfucker is, okay? This guy who, you know, despite having a very sweet seeming father, I don't know where he went wrong in raising this boy, but holy shit. Holy fuck. Before we get into that, I'm going to take a quick wee break. Enjoy looking at my cookie for a second and the little Santa Claus that we have for some holiday cheer. Okay, we back.
$15,500. This offer was publicly revealed by Ethan to his Instagram followers.
Yeah.
My mother, father, and sister all struggle with disability and housing instability. They are my family and they depend on me.
Then why would you put them at risk by saying that you're committing copyright infringement on your stream? Why would you put them at risk? If you know that they depend on you and you are trying to like help these people, why would you do that? Does it make sense?
This month, like,
he thinks he tries to do this thing where like he's being completely fair and very logical. Like, well, why would you put your family at risk? Bro, since when is someone putting their family at risk by reacting to a fucking YouTube video? Ethan Klein is literally suing these people out of fucking pettiness because he doesn't like them, because his podcast isn't hitting the 1 million views they used to fucking hit. And they're out there fucking trying to justify it. Do you know how many fucking unethical reacts you fucking done? How many times you should have probably been sued for shit? Like, it's funny, like, anyone else should be able to criticize, like, Kaceytron, if anything. If someone wants to criticize him, it should be anyone but fucking Asmongold, who's a massive fucking content thief.
many other low-income Americans, my mother and disabled sister had their food stamps taken away. Under the current political climate, the future of funding for other assistance is uncertain. I cannot afford to fail them. I simply want this nightmare to be over so that I can go back to providing my family with my full support.
Then why did you watch the fucking content nuke? Then why did you watch the fucking content nuke and say that you're glad people saw it on your stream and not on Ethan's stream? You deserve to lose everything for that. Fuck around and find out. That's what these people fucking sound like. Jesus fucking Christ.
Ethan?
Don't ever believe any of this bullshit. She is the nastiest fucking person ever. She's so nasty, so obnoxious. She has no problem bringing up my dead mother, weaponizing her audience against people, spreading lies against people. Nah.
That's fucked up. Listen, if she regularly brings up Asmongold's dead mom, look, I guess I can understand why he like hates her and has no sympathy for her, but he also extends no sympathy to Frogan or Denims, who I don't know if they've ever used his dead mother against him. You guys know me on the show. We don't talk about people's kids, families, pets, whatever, okay? CPS, none of that shit. So going after, I'm not here to, I don't know what the situation was with Asmongold's mom. RIP, very sorry. It sucks to know that he lost both of his parents. I remember him talking about that in his video. Horrible. Kaceytron should not be doing that. She should not be doing that. She should not be using someone's, but now people say, but he also said this about her, so she's responding to him. I don't know, but like blaming someone for the death of their mom is like some heavy fucking shit. And that's not going to make you any friends online. So, I mean, she can't expect Asmongold to like come to her defense if she said that to him. But he also, like, that's no excuse to ruin her fucking life. Like, you want to own her, actually, you want to help her out, cover her legal expenses. You want to like actually own and like try to get back at Kaceytron. Just donate the full amount to her GoFundMe. Donate the full fucking amount. Be like, this was donated by Asmongold. She'll fucking call you crying to thank you, man. How about that? Try doing something nice to like fight her negativity, maybe with something nice. Donate to her fucking charity. You will get all the apologies you want for what she said about your dad, about your mom.
You get what you fucking deserve. You do. That's what you get.
Klein is
You get what you fucking deserve. That's what you get. So, okay, again, pretty fucking insane. Pretty insane take.
suing me for $150,000, which is the maximum damages for malicious copyright infringement.
Wow.
I believe it is highly unlikely that a court would find me liable for copyright infringement at all, and certainly not malicious copyright infringement.
That's sort of
Burp Reynolds, who's also a patron of the channel. Thank you so much, Burp Reynolds. Sends a $2 dono and says, Casey should utilize the FUPA fund. Oh, wait. I mean, let's say Ethan doesn't like it when people mention the FUPA fund.
lawyer wrote
My
for
offer
her.
was tied to the maximum.
Let's not engage his wrath. You know, a cruel world happy mind mentioned it last time, and that did not go over well. Even though I do think, I mean, I don't really think they really owed that money to anyone, right? Wasn't it? They used all of that for their own lawsuit.
Damages for normal copyright infringement, which has a maximum
Well, how is it not malicious whenever you said you were doing it to deprive him of revenue? Like, I mean, this is the problem, is that people like this are so allergic to accountability that they literally cannot even engage with anything in any sort of authentic way. You're not even listening to what he said. You're not even trying. Isn't it crazy?
damage of 30.
She refuses to take accountability and accept that she needs to pay off $150,000 and spend the rest of her life fucking streaming to pay off legal debt, $250,000 in legal fees, and then $150,000 in penalties. So $400,000. Kaceytron needs to spend $400,000 between legal fees and the maximum potential damages that Ethan can get from her because she reacted to her fucking video, and you want her to take accountability? You're fucking rich. You're fucking multimillionaire. What a piece of shit. Easy for you to say, you motherfucker. He's one of the richest fucking streamers in the world, one of the most successful fucking streamers in the world. And didn't you come from poverty? Like, shouldn't someone like you be able to connect with someone that is struggling instead of celebrating them potentially going into poverty over something so fucking stupid? Acting all high and mighty, acting about accountability. Well, why don't you just take accountability? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You people are fucking insane. Most Americans, again, cannot afford a fucking emergency month to month. They're all living fucking paycheck to paycheck. Unemployment is fucking rising. AI is taking all your motherfucking jobs. And they're out there fucking celebrating that these people have to lose everything over fucking copyright. But a lot of them are also like bitter. Half of the comments you'll see is like, get a real fucking job, you piece of shit. It's like they don't like the fact that these streamers make a lot of money when they're women. When it's Asmongold, W's. Asmongold is a king, our roach king. But if it's a woman who's making a living streaming, get a real job, you piece of shit. That's the narrative.
$1,000. Considering it is unlikely there are any damages at all that I could have caused, even if I am found liable for copyright infringement, my offer of $17,500 felt very generous. For me, that is a lot of money, and it would have come directly from my own pocket.
Well, yeah,
If
obviously
we
it
are
would
unable
have.
to reach
Where
a
else would it
settlement
come
soon,
from?
this could stretch all the way to December of next year and cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyers' fees through the end of the trial. To be clear, I don't make anywhere near this kind of money. Like most Americans, I live paycheck.
Then why did you do it?
Why did you commit this terrible, horrible crime? Why did you do it? Again, they're literally talking as though she fucking raped someone or like embezzled millions of dollars from unsuspecting victims. She committed fucking like fraud somehow. Like that's literally what they're talking about. Like, then why did you do it? Why did you commit this horrible, terrible crime that ruined Ethan Klein's life? Ethan Klein, by the way, Ethan and Hila, who just won $1.2 million and like a poker tournament 2 days ago, they don't need the fucking money. They don't need the money. And they're not out here to fucking set a fucking precedent. They're out here for fucking revenge. They want revenge. If they could sue me, they would sue me. They tried to sue Sean the Black, threatened to sue Sean the Black, and then they're like, unless Taylor Lorenz apologizes, I'm not going to drop the Sean the Black fucking lawsuits. They just want to sue anyone that has criticized them, that has gained popularity by criticizing them. They don't like that at all. That gets them angry. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they blame Frogan for like not moderating Hassan's audience well enough when Ethan was debating Hassan like on that live stream that went to shit. And he's angry that all of Hassan's fans were calling Ethan a Zionist. Well, maybe that's because you're fucking saying Zionist things, Ethan. Crazy. Crazy.
Like, you could have just come out and apologized and said, you know what, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this. But instead of that, you said that he was working with, like, I don't know if she said that she was working with Israel, but you implied this as well. At least I think you did. And you've gone out and said all this other negative stuff about Ethan. You brought up his kid.
I mean, dude, you want them to just apologize out of fear? Did Ethan even give them really like a chance to apologize at first when he's straight up, when you start off with a lawsuit and you start accusing these people of these horrible crimes via YouTube videos, plastering their fucking faces all over the place, reveling in the fact that you want them to lose all of their money. And when your audience is harassing them day in and day out on social media, on Twitter, calling them pieces of shit and celebrating the fact that they're going to lose everything. How do you want those people to then, out of the kindness of their heart, to want to apologize to you, and especially when they don't even necessarily did anything wrong? Like, Ethan is just assuming that he's going to win this fucking lawsuit. His audience is just assuming that they're going to be able to prove malicious copyright infringement and prove damages. Like, this is all one big fucking assumption, by the way. And even if a judge does find that, like, okay, you know what, you guys did say something that does make it seem like you want people to watch Ethan's video through your channel rather than his channel. So, I mean, that was kind of, irresponsible of you, which I could say, hey, yeah, that is kind of an irresponsible thing to say on a live stream. And if we try our best here to be like, hey, go watch the original without commentary, we try to link it in the description, etc. But again, I'm new to streaming. I fucked up as well in the past. But again, it could be solved with a fucking DM. He can ask them to take down the video on YouTube. If you upload something that has copyrighted content, YouTube either takes down your video, offsets, it redirects the ad revenue to the original owner's channel. Okay, so I'll stop making money. Whatever ad revenue I was making will go directly to the other creator, or there's some like ad revenue split, or I just can't monetize my video. There's a bunch of fucking options. Those are all things that could have been done theoretically, in theory. Instead, lawsuits, maximum damages, public embarrassment, wanting to ruin these people's lives publicly, wanting to pressure Hassan into stepping in and then having to pay for them. Again, Ethan's dream is for Hassan to have to cover all of these fees. He constantly mentions, like, why doesn't Hassan pay for it? Why doesn't he talk about it? Etc., etc. Is Brittany Simon here? Is Brittany here? Hey! Brittany, let's go. W's in the chat for Brittany Simon. I just saw from Kate from Canada says, Anthony, you're winning. Like I said earlier, if Asmongold hates you and Brittany Simon is in your chat, you're winning. Well, that's fucking awesome. Brittany, the people love you here, by the way, Brittany. The people love you. So we love you here. Brittany's always trying to make everyone better. Every time I watch one of Brittany's streams, I walk out feeling like a better person. And I try to learn. And I know, Brittany, I might say some horrible, fucked up things on this podcast, but we always do try to learn. And if someone points out that I fucked up, usually I'm pretty good with criticism for the most part. So W's in the chat for Brittany. Awesome, hardworking streamer. I saw your post. I know you've been tired not posting for the you didn't stream today because you're a bit out of it. And on Monday, yatik al-afi, as we say in Arabic, for all your hard work. And you're Assyrian. Holy shit, my Assyrian sister. Let's go. Let's go. Mutuwat spa you eat. There we go. I don't know much Assyrian, but let's continue this here video.
Kids, you've brought up other people's kids. Like, you've got really, I mean, this is the thing, is a person like this has no boundaries. You have no boundaries for what you are willing to or not willing to, bring up in terms of like weaponizing against a person. So now, like, I mean, you had every opportunity to.
Pigeon says, I got to look up Brittany's channel later. Do it now. Pigeon, do it now. Everybody go to Brittany Simon's channel. Subscribe. You'll be in for a nice surprise later when you see her videos pop up on your feed. Click one of them, watch her live, and thank me later.
To walk it back, to step back, and you didn't do any of those. And maybe now you might pretend to do one because your back's against the wall. But I don't know if Ethan's going to let this happen or not. I mean, in my opinion, I bet he's probably going to go through with the trial and get the full $150,000. And also, it's not going to be $150,000. If the judge awards him with anything, that's going to mean that he won the case. And if he wins the case, you have to pay for not only all of your legal fees, but you have to pay for his as well.
You're making him sound more evil. He's just making this whole thing sound even more fucked up. Now she has to pay for, if she loses, And I mean, that's a big if. I have no idea, guys. But if she loses, she also has to pay for Ethan's fucking legal fees. And how are people celebrating this? Oh my God, like what is the only explanation is that they fucking hate women. They hate women. How can you celebrate this? Unless she was genuinely like a horrible person who did something horrible. You can probably hate a woman for doing something bad. Like if she committed like some fucking crime, fucked over a bunch of people, hurt children, whatever the fuck it is. Everyone could do bad things, but she literally watched a YouTube video. Are you telling me this could not have been solved over the fucking phone? Over email? Over Instagram DMs? Over Twitter? Like, what are we talking about here? Now she has to pay his legal fees? Are you kidding me? How does that happen? How does that happen?
You're going to be fucked for the rest of your life if you lose this. And it's all because of your ego.
And it's all because of your ego. So the fact that he keeps justifying this, no part of him, Asmongold, Zach, no part of you thinks that this is crazy. You genuinely think that she deserves to okay, so we already, if her legal fees are $250K and the damages are $150K, that's $400K. What if Ethan's legal fees are, let's say because he does so much work with his lawyer, he's getting a discount, it's $100K. You're telling me that you genuinely think she deserves to pay $500K for doing what she did? Have you ever pirated a movie in your life, Zach? Have you ever watched something on like an illegal stream? Have you pirated a single video game in your life? Have you pirated a single movie in your life? Have you watched an episode of a TV show once online in a way that you shouldn't have? Have you watched when someone uploaded a fucking video on Twitter, a full movie? Did you watch a couple of seconds of that movie? Did you watch a few scenes on Twitter for something that was unauthorized? Because you should be fucking sued as well for like $500K. Does that seem normal and fair to you? If that were to happen to you, if someone were to come to you and be like, hey, we just found out that 2 years ago you watched this episode of whatever the fuck Mad Men on some illegal streaming site, you now owe us $300,000. Would you think that you were just being held accountable? Like, oh, well, that's fine. I'm just being held accountable for my crimes. Let me go off and pay that $300K. No, you would think that is rightfully fucking insane. And again, I'm saying all this under the assumption that she would lose, that she would be found to be guilty. Jim D. Duker sends a $5 dono and says, we love Brittany Simon. Well, Jim is actually the reason that I discovered Brittany Simon. So, Jim, thank you for your recommendation and your good taste in the YouTube content. So, I mean, what the fuck, man?
It's because if you're...
We're only 3 minutes into this. Did you notice the amount of hateful rhetoric and just vile shit that he spewed out in less than 4 minutes? Let me just, you guys can't see the time. We're less than 4 minutes in. What else did you say over the next 25 minutes?
Ego, it's because you could never admit you were wrong. You could never engage with anybody in good faith. And now your entire family is suffering because of your ego, your fucking hubris, your, inability.
Actually, her family is suffering because of Ethan Klein's ego, my guy. She's suffering because Ethan Klein can't accept being called a Zionist for all of the Zionist fucking things he said. And when the internet called him out for it and he couldn't handle it, he's trying to sue his way out of criticism. He's trying to shut people up by litigation. He's trying to shut people up by scaring them into talking about him, by scaring them into reacting to his videos, by scaring them into, by threatening to send his fucking unhinged fans on them. And whatever new associations he's made with audiences such as yours and Nick DeOrio and XQC and whatever the fuck.
To accept anything that you're doing is wrong, and you've ruined your life. And everybody's watching.
To paycheck. Since this,
like, what a petty motherfucker. Like, this dude's a fucking multimillionaire. Can you imagine being a multimillionaire? Having everything you could want in this world. He was talking about how his dad was sick for his last few years and how he was fortunate to have the money to be able to care for his dad and pay for his treatment and be there with him when he needed him. But then then he sees Kaceytron, who's struggling, is dealing with disabled parents, and he can't connect to that on any level. He can't like relate to that at all. He can't like see part of himself in her or feel bad for her in any way. Now again, I get that he says that like she made fun of his, she says that he killed like his mom and stuff like that. So, but can't you like try to look past that for a second? Be like, okay, look, I think she's a piece of shit, but she doesn't deserve this. Can you say that? I think, you know what? After what she said about my mom, I would never really, like, I can never fully forgive Kaceytron, but her having to pay $400K for reacting to Ethan's video is a bit much. But no. I don't understand how we can enjoy watching this.
Lawsuit was announced. It has resulted in a barrage of hate and harassment.
Look at his face. Look at his face as she says these painful things about her life.
Paycheck. Since this lawsuit was announced, it has resulted in a barrage of hate and harassment that has been incredibly mentally taxing.
What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Do you really think that, like, you regularly completely lie about people all of the time? Do you really think that they never get harassed by you? You regularly harass and lie about people constantly.
Like, it is the amount of harassment or hate that Kaceytron may or may not send towards people is, I guarantee you, nothing compared to what she's getting. I literally fucking quote tweeted her video yesterday and was like, hey, maybe Ethan should drop the lawsuits. I have over 800 replies on my tweet and counting. 99% of them calling me like a piece of shit. Are you fucking kidding me right now, man? Do you think she has any kind of power to, like, send harassment your way? Like, a legitimate amount of harassment?
But now that it's happening to you, you're the victim. Oh, you're being harassed because of the lawsuit. You're doing this all the time. Such an egotistical woe is me attitude. Consequences. We love consequences.
Rafe says he looks like half-melted Midwest Jesus. He looks like an inbred Jesus. He looks like a cloned. It looks like someone tried to clone Jesus. They made like 20 versions. One of them came out really fucked up. That's the fucked up version of Jesus. The brain doesn't work too good. Teeth are all fucked up. The hair's all fucked. Everything's fucked. That's what he would look like.
Every day across all of my social media.
He kind of looks like the South Park Jesus. More fucked up, like an ugly version of the South Park Jesus.
Yeah, I am relentlessly reminded that my life could be ruined.
It already is. You've already ruined.
But we shouldn't do this. Actually, if I've learned anything from Brittany Simon, is that we should not be talking about other people's appearances. Okay, Brittany, apologies if you're watching. We're sorry about that. Chat, everybody, be nice.
Your life. You just don't know it yet. Yeah, what do you mean it could? It already happened. What are you talking about? Like, what's this past tense?
That myself and my family could wind up living on the streets. That Ethan is going to foreclose on my home. All realities that feel very real to me right.
Her saying that Ethan might foreclose on my home makes him laugh. He laughs at the thought of someone losing their home.
Ethan is going to foreclose on my home. All realities that feel very real to me right now. And
dude, what a piece of shit, dude.
All being used by.
But and even because of that, you never stepped back and you didn't try to take it down. You tried to play it off. And this is what I think is funny is that people like this, these are people that are finally realizing that their little group of weird mentally ill followers are not the law. You were getting gassed up by Reddits, by snark subs, and all these other weird mentally ill middle-aged women on social media that, no, you're right, girl, you're right, girl. And you know what? They all convinced you to carry your cross, and now Ethan's nailing you up to it. You never had to do this. You did this to yourself. And you're not a victim. Well, actually, you are. You're a victim of your own stupidity. That's it. Yeah, you had every opportunity. And now, whenever all the chips are down and you want Ethan to show you mercy, I hope he doesn't. I'll be honest. I hope he doesn't. I hope he sues her and he goes all the way with this. This person is a parasite. They are a...
It's just shocking to me. I hope he doesn't show her mercy. I hope he sues her and takes it all the way with this. This person is a parasite. What are you to society, you disgusting piece of shit?
A hostile, bad actor. They repeatedly lie about tons of other creators. They bandwagon on hate to everyone. Then they've been doing this. Kaceytron's been doing this for years. You've been doing this for years and years and years. And now finally it's happening to you. And
look, to be fair, I literally was not familiar with Kaceytron until she was mentioned in the lawsuits. I had never heard of her. So I don't know what her history is, what her beefs are online. So the whole thing with her and Asmongold and his mom, no idea. So what he's talking about here, I do not know. I'm not familiar with it. If anyone in chat knows anything about what he's talking about, I have no idea. Feel free to update me.
And it's not happening to you like, oh, well, you know, this is like some like negative thing that happened. Like, oh, somebody made a mean video about me. No, now you're being sued and you could be out on the fucking streets. How does it feel?
How does it feel? He just wants to see her suffer, man. He just wants to see her learn a lesson. He wants to see her suffer. And he's glad that Ethan Klein is the one pulling the trigger or nailing her to the cross, as he said.
Because if any of the accusations that you leverage against other people were found to be true, and people all believed what you were saying about them, those other people would probably be out on the streets too. You're not mad that this is happening. You're mad it's happening to you.
Has she sued anyone, Asmon? Has she tried to ruin someone's life financially online? Has she tried to sue you for the harassment you sent her way?
Ethan said he wouldn't show her mercy after she caused his employees and friends to quit the job on stream for mental health reasons. Exactly. Never, like, whenever I see this, maybe this sounds horrible. I love this. I'm so happy to see this. Because this is, in my opinion, a bad actor, awful person that is having their life totally fucking ruined for being a piece of shit. Being a piece of shit for no reason. You never had to act like this. Yep, the consequences of your act. Yeah, the self-righteousness, the sanctimonious behavior.
I think he's just fucking salty about what she said about his mom. Like, he just has a personal grudge against this person.
The nasty lying, the reputation destruction, and now you're going to lose your house over it.
No, you see, all these people are just upset with her because they think she's an opinionated woman online and they don't like her opinions. This has nothing to do with her opinions that you disagree with. You talk shit about people and you lie about them. No, this is literally because Ethan thinks she took too many bong rips while watching his video and said that, hey, thank you for watching it with me and not watching it over there. That has nothing to do with the bad takes that you disagree with. It's just like these other random fucking people on Twitter just complaining about, they just don't like what this woman is saying. They don't like that she fucking criticizes men half the time in her tweets. They don't like that she criticizes them. So he's just offended, and he's glad that someone is shutting her up or trying to shut her up. That is essentially it. Using money. And he can relate to that because he's fucking rich. Him and Ethan have that in common.
Too bad. Deserved. Listening to you mercilessly roast this girl to upbeat tavern music is surreal. Yeah.
The hateful onlookers to push me into killing myself. The thought of dealing
You're killing yourself by smoking as much as you do and being fat. You're killing yourself right now.
with the constant doxing, threats to my life, and
I think the reason one of the reasons I think Asmongold popped off is because of the way he looks. Like, people keep complaining that like Hassan is too pretty or like cares too much about his looks. Maybe the way Hassan looks can be intimidating to a lot of viewers, or people don't take him seriously because he's like a fucking pretty boy. Fuck you, pretty boy. But someone like Asmongold doesn't have that problem. He is relatable to the common man. Because holy shit, he doesn't make you feel intimidated by how you look. You could look like shit and still feel good about yourself by watching Asmongold. Maybe that's why he doesn't fix his teeth. He's like, if I fix my teeth, I'll lose my appeal with a common man.
Harassment for another year
Just the way
is
it is.
extremely dark. This treatment
It's not going to be for another year. It's going to be for multiple years. Because after you lose the case, then obviously there's going to be content about you losing the case. And then after the content about you losing the case, then there's going to be a reaction to that content. Then there's going to be content.
And why is Asmongold talking about like her being unhealthy? Like, don't you live in a house that like there are cockroaches crawling up your body? I mean, we've talked about this before, but like this is crazy. Asmongold, he's never gonna live this down. I mean, dude, come on. And that's on. He has the clip on his own channel. That's how disgusting he is.
Oh. There's a roach flying at me. Give me a minute.
Where'd he go?
Oh, shit. He's on my belly. Look at him. He's right there. He go.
Oh, shit.
Get him out of me.
Oh, my God.
Get out of my... Go in the garbage can. I'm gonna take him downstairs. Give me a minute. I got him. He right? I can't my mouth.
Oh my God, man. And this guy was saying that like Palestinian culture is inferior or whatever the fuck. Chris sends $2 and says واحد إنسان مقرف روح تحمم وليه ريحتك طالعة. Chris, we all agree. Bless you, Chris. We all agree. Ooh, Robert Paulson, what did you say? Buddy, you were brown. Yeah, what did I say? Robert. I'm happy to be brown, Robert. Robert Paulson. Did he subscribe to the channel? Racism is alive and well, folks. Racism is alive and well in 2025. I'm being insulted for being brown. Buddy, you're brown. Buddy, you're brown. You disgust me for being brown. Oh, live streaming to Americans is so fun. Fun.
Don't show this one to Izzy.
So yeah, anyways, good times with Asmongold. Let's keep watching a little bit.
And about the reaction to the content about you losing the case. This is never going to end. Like, this is the rest of your life. This is it. Welcome to the rest of your life. It's going to be losing the case. If you lose the case, then obviously there's going to be content about you losing the case. And then after the content about you losing the case, then there's going to be your reaction to that content. Then there's going to be content about the reaction to the content about you losing the case. This is never going to end. Like, this is the rest of your life. This is it. Welcome to the rest of your life. Yeah.
And he's happy. That's what happens when you talk about Ethan Klein. That's the lesson you need to learn, essentially. That's what Ethan wants you to learn. You talk about me, I'm going to ruin your fucking life forever. And, like, they're trying to do it to me in a way now, like, on Twitter. Anytime I fucking tweet anything. Just a fucking barrage. You know? Did I pick the wrong side, folks? Should I have just been pro-Zionist and pro-Ethan and pro-Asmongold? My life would have been easier if I just celebrated these women's demise. Maybe Kaceytron does deserve this. Maybe Denims and Frogan do deserve to get their lives ruined for reacting to the content nuke. Maybe I've been wrong all this time. Maybe Sam Hyde is funny after all. Shit. You know? Maybe Harley Morenstein is still a talented content creator. Maybe I was wrong about Epic Mealtime. Maybe it's still relevant in 2025. It still has a lot to offer. I want to see what kind of cheeseburger lasagna Harley makes next. Maybe I should give Ultimate Rape Review a try, hosted by Nick DeOrio on YouTube. Maybe it's a fine show that I've just missed out on all this time. You know? Maybe I should make a couple of anti-iDubbbz and Anissa tweets. They get a lot of likes and engagement. Maybe I could even upgrade to Twitter Blue. You know? Did I choose wrong? Yeah, I am kind of stupid to think that a $150,000 lawsuit is overkill for someone reacting to a YouTube video. Asmongold, I'm sorry. Take me, embrace me into your community.
Play goes. How old is she? Who cares?
It wears on a person, and it has left me feeling extremely drained, isolated, and depressed.
Good. That's what you did to other people. Now it's happening to you. You deserve it.
I've changed my GoFundMe goal to better reflect the cost of this sort of litigation. Again, these funds are exclusively for my lawyer fees. This is not money that will go towards any sort of settlement or to any of my personal expenses. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be, like, criticized for, like, coming on camera and, like, crying and shit, because it's not...
Then don't come on camera and cry. Simple. Then just don't do it. What's...
Oh my god, dude, I know this kind of guy. Like, I understand where he's coming from. Like, not understand where he's coming from. Like, I know the kind of man that is like, that women are repulsed by, who has grown to just hate women and blame women for their failures to be normal, well-adjusted people. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he's a repulsive human being who is angry at women for being repulsed by him. And not because of how he looks, because of his fucking personality and the things that he fucking says. And I don't give a shit if he's dated someone in the past or if he dated someone that you think was attractive or anything.
Somebody made you get on camera and do this? No, you're just addicted to attention and you want sympathy. And so you went on camera and you thought that doing this is going to get more people to donate to you. That's it. Yeah, too late. Exactly. It's the way it goes. They never learn. They never learn, do they? Yeah, they never learn. Oh, man.
Dude, fuck that audience. I'm so glad, by the way, I'm so glad that I have you guys in my fucking live chat. Can you fucking imagine if I were making videos for these fucking dirtbags? For these fucking... Look at his fucking teeth. I mean, I'm sorry, I had to. This is fucking unacceptable. This is unacceptable here, man. Like, you're putting yourself on camera for people. Fix yourself a little bit, man. Jesus Christ. Give the people something pleasant to look at. At least try. Comb your hair, man. What the fuck is this? And I don't mean to go like I have a million arguments that I can make against things that he says. I don't need to make fun of how he looks, but like, it's just kind of shocking to me.
I love it. This is a choice. It is. It makes me laugh. This girl is so fake. It's so fake. Her girl was 100K and she has almost 50K on it. What's it up to now? I don't know. I mean, how much money is Ethan gonna get? I guess we're gonna find out, right, guys?
Dude, how much money is Ethan gonna get? Let's find out. Hey, Ethan, how's the Teddy Glow selling? Is Asmon moving a bunch of the mascaras for you? How about the foundation? Is the Asmongold incel audience buying a lot of Teddy Glow? I hope so. I really hope so, Ethan. Good luck, Ethan and Ela. I hope it was all worth it.
Not something that I want to do. Like I've been put in this position where this.
Who put you in the position? Who was it? Because here's what's funny. Until you can admit that you were the person that put yourself in this position, you're going to, after this is over, you're going to do it again. You're going to end up in another position like this in the future. Because you're an obnoxious, sanctimonious, rude person. And the world isn't kind to people like that. Nobody likes you. That's
Dude, he's so disgusting. Oh my God.
That's the truth. Nobody likes a person like that. So this is the first time that it's happened to you on a big level. This is just the first time. That's all.
This is what I have to do to survive. And like I'm doing this knowing that it's going to result in like the whole fucking.
I want to see what his reaction is to the part where she says, I'm willing to like put my ego aside and do whatever it takes to drop the lawsuit. Did we already skip that part?
And hate brigade, you know, like Asmongold, XQC, all of them are going to go.
Hello. Hi. You were right. Oh, man. That's too bad. Of course I'm going to talk about this. I love seeing this. This is the best thing that's happened to me today. Absolutely.
Live and make a video and make fun of me and laugh.
Ooh. It's crazy the fact that like this dude is rich. Like this dude has been able to amass a large enough audience to become like fucking wealthy as shit, and this is the kind of shit that he fucking spews out. This wealthy motherfucker who could live anywhere that he wants, live whatever kind of life that he wants. The best part of his day is hearing someone crying about potentially going into financial ruin. I genuinely don't know what the fuck to say about this. Like, genuinely.
About how, you know, I'm going to lose everything and...
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be funny.
All this other messed up shit. And
it's messed up? Oh, that's right. It's messed up. Oh, wow. It's so bad that, like, again, you go...
And it's crazy that, like, his position, the stuff that he's saying right now, that is the mainstream, the more popular position on Twitter, on the internet right now. If you disagree with what Asmongold is saying, you're gonna get what I got. A barrage of fucking just, like, insults on Twitter. And people calling you fucking insane and an idiot. For not thinking that these people should go bankrupt for reacting to the fucking content nuke. I just find that completely nuts.
Go around, like, if you go, look, how about this? Let's do something, this will be interesting. Let's search Kaceytron, is that her name? What's her name on Twitter? Oh, just Kaceytron, okay, yeah, she's been around for a while. Got Kaceytron, Asmongold. No, that's not it. Let me see if I can find it. About me again is unfortunately banned, calling tertiary Asmongold Destiny. Former Republican grifter fashion is now lying about being canceled for attention. These quote men are such pathetic perpetual victims. But I was lying for like some other fucking shit that happened in like 2022. Didn't realize audio of Asmongold was muted. The loser has me banned from his stream. He doesn't want me to clip how often he harasses me. Well, you're gonna have another one right here. How about that? Having fun? Yeah, let's see here. Oh, do we have it? Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, I had the space. Okay, so this is the person who's complaining about me harassing her.
Well, I guess you both do it to each other. At this point, you guys are in a cycle where you talk about her, she talks about you. You talk about her, she talks about you.
These are the amount of times that she's tweeted about me and talked about me.
Look at it. That's why he wants her to be ruined. He just fucking hates this person. So there's nothing you could tell Asmongold. There's no point you could make that will make him not want to see Kaceytron's life completely ruined.
Man. How about that? You guys thought it was over. No, it just didn't load yet. There was too many of them. I wonder how long it's going to go. I do. I wonder how long it's from Kaceytron Asmongold. Oh, the opposite for victims. And they're going to laugh out how I'm going to lose everything? Yeah. You think that you're going to sit there and talk...
Okay, that's a lot of tweets.
All that shit about me. You're going to be chirping around, talking shit, trying to get your opinion out there. But
then again, I'm sure he's tweeted about her or talked about her on his stream a comparable amount of times. And just by looking at how happy he is that this is happening to her, you know.
Your 2 cents in about my life for 6 years. And if you think that I'm not going to be here today, and I will be here, by the way, for the rest of your career. I will be here waiting. And you will get farmed. It's going to happen. It's just that simple. So until tomorrow. Yep, for all the time. That's right. It's going to keep happening. You can cry about it. You can bitch about it. You can tweet about it. You can complain about it. You can say that you're a victim, and nothing is going to change. And if you do it enough, I might just make content out of you doing it. So, I'm a victim, and nothing is going to change. And if you do it enough, I might just make content out of you doing it. So, you know, please don't do that. Don't do that. Oh no. What a disgusting freak.
Oh, she's the disgusting freak. All right, that's cool. I'm just kind of watching this, like, shocked, honestly.
They're going to further profit off of my pain.
I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. 100%. You're a public figure. You're posting public statements, and I'm responding to them. That's right. Yep. You can go and talk shit and cry and try to, like, these optics games, these emotional blackmail, it doesn't work on me. I don't give a fuck.
That's fucking insane. Okay, does he get to the...
Think. She said, what about...
I just want to see if she mentioned... Did she already mention the part where she's willing to do anything to get him dropped? Anyways, that's Asmongold's reaction. Complete psycho shit. XQC also has a reaction. First, we just watched too much video. Let's read. Nicholas the Oreo, Nick the Oreo, host of Ultimate Rape Review, folks, friend of the H3 podcast. Ela Klein has mentioned watching his stream over and over again recently. She's become a big fan. She sends him super chats regularly. He sends the H3 podcast super chats. He quotes, he says, I believe it's highly unlikely that a court would find me liable of copyright infringement at all. That's such a bizarre thing to say while you're begging like a little rat. He literally needs to keep suing her now. Lamau. I'll read that again. I believe it's highly unlikely that a court would find me liable of copyright infringement at all. That's such a bizarre thing to say while you're begging like a little rat. While you're begging like a little rat. By the way, they love the begging. The begging, the crying, what they often call groveling, that is what they want to see. This is part of the lawsuit. This is part of Ethan's plan. He wants these people to beg. And these people are, and his audience is loving it. He says he literally needs to keep suing her now. This is, again, Ethan. Is Nick the Oreo's audience buying a lot of fucking Teddy Glow? Hey, Ela Klein. Was this a good bet? Was betting on this fucking guy who's enjoying a woman crying because she's worried about losing her money and who's saying that she's begging like a little rat and she needs to keep getting sued? Lamau. Let's watch XQC, another recent fan of the H3 podcast. Jay of the Dead sends $5 and says, how do people take him seriously? It genuinely makes me mad. Brother, you are listening to a man with an unwashed ass. I know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. I feel kind of gaslit, to be honest with you. Like, part of me, it's like, again, I tweeted something that I find to be completely fucking normal. Literally, hey, Ethan, just drop the lawsuits. You're ruining people's lives and your own life in the process. End this fucking cycle once and for all. Jesus Christ, man. As a response to seeing her cry and being like, this is ruining my fucking life. This is going to ruin my family's fucking life. We're going to be on the streets. 818 replies. This was before the stream started. Let's see how many replies this has now. 854 replies. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Let's just see a few more of these fucking things. Like, isn't that an unhinged amount of replies? You're an idiot. And let them get away with it? Nah, God forbid people actually have to deal with consequences for their actions. Womp womp. H3 Productions, don't listen to this Indian. You are being a good Jew. Cool. Ethan, I hope you like that, audience member of yours. It's her own fault. She should have just apologized to Ethan and he would have dropped it. They went after his kids while these people stood by and supported it. Fuck that. Consequences of actions. Pimp. Oh yeah, someone shared a noose. Here's an option. So they either want Kaceytron to hang herself or they want me to hang myself? Do you even know what FAFO means? They brought this on themselves. I hope Ian takes everything these clowns own. You mean Ethan, dumb fuck. This guy says, silence, Fanuc. And says, gay ass. Very nice. Sile says, nope, make them suffer the consequences of being absolute fucking scumbags. It's been great not seeing those two land whales show up in my feed. Anyways, let's hear what XQC had to say about the situation.
September, I made a settlement offer to Ethan for $17,500. This offer was publicly revealed by Ethan.
Chat next TTS.
For how much? For what?
In September, I made a settlement offer to Ethan for $17,500.
Oh hell no!
This offer was publicly revealed by.
My God, do you think she made $17,000 worth of fucking ad revenue from watching the fucking content, Nuke? How much fucking money do you think they got from that fucking video, man? You guys are fucking insane. How much money would appease you, you fucking psycho?
Ethan to his Instagram followers. My mother, father, and sister all struggle with disability and housing instability. They are my family and they depend on me.
Yo, I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to be cruel to this person, but double down. When I was getting sued with no information, she just doubled down and tripled down, saying the most outrageous lies about me, being a weirdo about it. I don't care. Now you're getting sued. We do not care. We don't give a single shit. I don't care what you guys say about this. Fuck you.
Just this month, like.
Look how fragile these fucking people are. Like, hey, you said this one bad thing about me, so now you're getting into life-ruining debt and your life might be ruined. Fuck you. Fuck you. No grace. Like, zero grace. How many times have I shown the H3 podcast grace after you guys keep fucking yelling at me and telling me to fuck off and stop being a fucking idiot? How many times like, well, maybe AB's not that bad. Maybe Lena's not that bad. Maybe Ethan will listen to me. How many times do I fucking do it? You know what I mean? Like, for all the shit that I give the H3 podcast, do you think I want them to, like, be financially ruined and be on the street and, like, have nowhere to raise their fucking kids? Like, absolutely not, man. I don't care. I don't care. All I wanted was for them to apologize for their Zionist comments and make some clarifications and hopefully do the right thing. That's what I wanted from them. My goal is not for them to lose everything. My goal is not for them to be on the fucking streets. When Ryan Kavanaugh was suing Ethan Klein, I was defending Ethan. I was defending Ethan because I agreed with Ethan because I was like, what Ryan's doing is literally what a rich fucking person swinging his dick around trying to silence fucking criticism and trying to intimidate Ethan into shutting up. And I was supporting Ethan, even though Ethan was doing like insane, unhinged shit. But like, I was on Ethan's side when he was getting sued. I was always on Ethan's side when he was getting sued by everyone. So that's the insane part. Now he's the one doing the suing, and his fans, who are, the whole thing has just changed. The whole audience has changed. The H3 audience of today is not the H3 audience from 2 years ago. It's a different world.
Many other low-income Americans, my mother and disabled sister had their food stamps taken away.
Raise of any goal, knowing she'll be mocked in self. Yo, my viewer base only knows you because you tweet the most outrageous dog shit.
Evelyn OK says they now have the chance to show they're a better person than her, but they're happy to prove that they're way worse. Go figure. Exactly. Like I was saying as a joke, like if Asmongold really wants to get back at Kaceytron, fucking cover her fucking expenses. Like, you know what an own that would be? Like, hey, you've talked shit about me and my mom. You said that I killed my own mom. You think I'm this horrible fucking person? Well, here's 200 grand to pay for your fucking legal expenses. I guarantee you she would literally call you, tears in her fucking eyes, thanking you for helping her out, man. And she would I'm not saying you have to bribe her into being nice to you, but like, be nice for a change. Like, how easy would it be to be like, you know what? Like, for example, when the CPS thing happened, okay? Very easy for me to come on camera and be like, you know what? I disagree with Ethan and Hila about this, and that. I think they've done horrible things online. I think what they're doing to these creators is horrible, etc. But, like, CPS is overkill. They're good parents. I'm pretty sure they're good parents. I'm pretty sure their kids are better off with them than they are with someone else. And whoever called CPS, in my opinion, I had no problem saying I don't think that should have happened. The fact that these people can't even say that. The fact that these people can't even be like, you know what? I fucking hate Kaceytron. I think she makes horrible content. She talks shit about me all the fucking time. I I'm happy she got sued. I'm happy she got sued. But you know what? The 150K in damages, kind of crazy. Like, if I were Ethan, maybe suing her, it's enough now. Like, you scared her. If I were him, I would, like, drop the lawsuit at this point. But, like, still, not much sympathy for me, because when my back was against the wall, she made fun of me. But you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person here, and I'm going to be like, you know what? You don't deserve what's happening to you. Something like that, bro. The fact that they can't even say that is kind of crazy. Chris sends a generous $5 dono and says, people say hygiene doesn't matter, but discipline and self-respect start with your body and space. If you can't care for yourself, how respect others? Well, exactly. You know, I mean, the fact that Asmongold lives in basically a garbage dump says a lot about him and how he sees himself, whether or not he actually respects himself or cares about himself enough to offer himself self-care. You know?
Coming out of left field for no reason, and you tweeted some outrageous things you knew were not true at the time. I didn't even engage with her community or her ever before she was doing this shit. Here, there, people didn't even know she existed until she did this shit. And then she didn't blame my friends for being what? Incels? What a cop-out. Bro, what a zero IQ cop-out, zero responsibility, zero acknowledgement, zero accountability. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I believe it is highly unlikely that a court would find me liable for copyright infringement at all. And so
okay, then okay.
Svelton943 says, bro, you're hating on Asmongold while farming on Asmongold. While Asmongold farms on Kaceytron, you dumb fuck. We're all streaming, bro. We're all fucking farming. What do you want me to fucking do? Okay, he's fucking tweeting at me. Asmongold came for me, you dumb fuck. Because he farmed Asmon and then linked his stream. Asmon is farming me, you dumb fuck. Who tweeted at who? Svelton? Mods, let me do this one, please. Let me do this one. Actually, let me keep you around, you dumb idiot. You make everyone else look 10 times... Oh, Marina deleted him. Marina, I was enjoying my time with Svelton. I was going to keep him around. He subscribed to the channel, Svelton. Don't unsubscribe, you bastard. You stupid idiot. He's still subscribed. Let me refresh. Anyways.
Bro, oh my god, dude, I hate when people come in with an angle of like, oh, I'm the victim, oh, this is hard, whatever, and it's gonna stand on business of a place of high ground. Buddy, you do not have the high ground. You don't have, you're not on top, little buddy. What is this? Oh.
He's a Star Wars fan? Look at that. He's got a Grogu behind him. Is that a clone? That's a pretty nice shelf behind him, I have to say. Like, without even the stuff on the shelf. The shelf itself is nice. Like, rustic wood type thing. It's pretty nice. Why don't you full screen? I want to take a good look at that shelf, man.
Yo, dude. No, the one with libel. Then why?
Ooh, better angle of the shelf. That's a nice shelf. That is a nice shelf. I like it. So I guess it's a Star Wars memorabilia shelf. I fucks with that.
Then why settle for what fucking 1/14 of the fucking amount then? Why then?
Considering it is unlikely there are any damages at all that I could have caused, even if I am found liable for copyright infringement, my offer of $17,500 felt very generous.
Svelton, you've been unbanned.
Dude!
You've been unbanned, Svelton. You're allowed. Stay subscribed, enjoy, disagree with me all you want in the chat, my man. Have fun. Just be respectful. Just don't be a fucking dick. Okay? And don't tell me that I'm farming Asmongold when he fucking started shit with me, dude. I'm fucking minding my own business here in the fucking Middle East, getting bombed by fucking Israel, man. Okay, what the fuck does Asmongold want with me? Okay? Doesn't he love Israel, though? Doesn't he think that Arabs deserve to be fucking bombed and nuked? Right? So, yeah. I'm busy with more important shit.
Why is she making this public? What is this public statement? This is awful. Yo, what chat GPT lawyer told her to fucking go live and say this shit? This is actually awful.
For copyright infringement, my offer of $17,500
It's a very nice statement, dude. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
felt very generous. For me, that is a lot of money, and it would have come directly from my own pocket.
Yo, you're in the court of the law. Don't give me this fucking for me thing. Buddy, when you enter the public space and you do shit that involves other people...
Kate from Canada says, I wanted to super chat this, but I'm broke. Well, Kate, I mean, you're a member of the channel. Thank you for the support. She says, I will always support CPS doing welfare checks to make sure children are living safe and healthy. A false call and check is better than a child in danger. I mean, I hear you, Kate, but like, personally, I don't think they were living in danger. I do think whoever called was just probably trying to troll or something. That's my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure these kids live great lives, very comfortable lives. Do the clients clean up after themselves as often as they should? No. Is there too much dog shit around the house? Probably. But like, personally, someone who has watched H3 for a long time, who's watched like Ethan and Ela pick out names for their kids, seen their excitement before they ever got each of their kids, like I could tell they love their kids. So to me, it seemed like someone trying to get to them, whether it was like their ex-housekeeper or whatever. I think it was just someone trying to get back at them. But you know, that's what I believe. Nola Magnolia with another 50 Egyptian pounds. Thank you so much, Nola Magnolia. Sends a super sticker. It's like, is that a dancing lemon? That's so cute.
Want to go around swinging around and fucking and wilding out, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have, who you are, buddy. You're involved with other people. Like,
to reach a settlement soon, this could stretch all the way to December of next year and cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in.
Hidden Iron says, Anthony, you're wrong. It had to be a housekeeper or even the doctor or someone at the kids' school. Look, maybe. I still don't think. Just based on what I have seen, the little I've seen, I've seen them on the podcast a lot. I've never seen them with the kids, but like, you know, from what I've seen, I would have to assume that they were good parents.
Lawyers' fees through the end of the trial. To be clear, I don't make anywhere near this kind of money. Like most Americans, I live paycheck to paycheck. Since this lawsuit was announced, it has resulted in a barrage of hate and harassment that has been incredible.
And the XQC is also a multimillionaire. Not only is Asmongold a multimillionaire, not only is Ethan Klein a multimillionaire, but now you have another multimillionaire fucking streamer making fun of this person who's not rich and just making fun of her circumstances. Like, that should be offensive to like their entire fucking audience of broke motherfuckers. Like, dudes, why are you laughing at this? Why are you enjoying seeing someone that could very easily be you, but I would never react to a video online? Oh yeah? You motherfuckers never fucking pirated something? Not that she even pirated something, but I'm just giving you like the mildest example. Like, everyone's done something fucking mild and stupid that could technically be illegal and not have to pay $150,000. Like, I remember when I once streamed something illegally when I was in the States and I was using like my sister's Wi-Fi. Like, we got an email, like, we detected some website that you used. If you ever use that website again, we'll cut you off from like the Wi-Fi. You could do something like that. I wasn't sued for 150 grand for watching an episode of whatever the fuck I watched back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got one of those scary emails.
Mentally taxing. Every day across all of my social media, I am relentlessly reminded that my life could be ruined.
That
myself and my
Scott McShannon says, you're such a simp. Scott, I'm sorry to inform you, I'm in a very happy relationship. Okay, I'm not out here fucking simping for anyone, you dumb fuck. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I've never even met these fucking people. I've never even met Kaceytron. I've had one interaction with her on the internet. She's fucking married. What are you even talking about? You're such a simp. You have nothing else to say. If a man like defends a woman on the internet, if a man says something nice about a woman, you must be a simp. You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. You idiot. Have you ever spoken to a woman, Scott? Have you touched a woman in the last fucking year?
family could
she had to pawn off her vault of weed. Really?
wind up living on the streets, that Ethan is going to foreclose on my home. All realities that feel very real to me right now, and all being used by hateful onlookers to push me into killing myself. The thought of dealing with the constant The thought of dealing with the constant doxing, threats to my life, and harassment for another year is extremely dark. This treatment wears on a person, and it has left me.
When she says outrageous things that are not true about others, when she reaches for the moon, when saying the most outlandish shit, this doesn't cross her mind. This doesn't cross her concern that this will happen to others. Why the fuck would anybody cares when this happens to her? I hate to do this, guys. Oh, you do this, then this should happen to you. I think this is awful. It should never happen to anybody. She turns a blind eye when she causes this.
I hate having to do this, you know, but I have to in this case.
Oh no, whatever, who cares? Like, it's gonna feel weird for the public when you try to act like, oh no, I'm the victim here. Like, buddy, this is like Ping pong theory.
I've changed my GoFundMe goal to better reflect the cost of this sort of litigation. Again, these funds are...
Yo, these new things of the internet, maybe it's just only like these Hassan orbiters. When people take fights on the internet and when they lose, they ask for GoFundMes. This shit's gotta stop. Yo, GoFundMe needs to put their foot on the ground and say, guys, we don't do this bullshit GoFundMe for fucking lawsuits that you get yourself into, and just cancel it. Just outright ban it from being an option to do. Yo, don't go.
So he doesn't even want... Okay, so how do you want them to cover this stuff, man? You want Ethan to sue them. You don't want them to settle. And now you don't want them to even be able to raise money from GoFundMe. How do you want them to pay for any of this shit? She should just go to jail, right? She should be fucking beheaded. Bring back public executions. Is that what you want? Well, she fucked around and found out. Time to fucking behead her. Oh, shit. Like... They pretty much should just advocate for that. Like, that's how crazy it sounds to me when they say, well, she should lose her home and foreclose on her home and pay 150 grand and pay Ethan's legal fees because she fucked around and now she's finding out. Literally, why don't you just say she should get fucking beheaded? Because that's what you're fucking doing. It sounds just as insane as saying that she should be like fucking publicly executed because she reacted to his video and took a couple of bong rips. And we don't need to watch the rest of this. I don't even understand what the fuck XQC says. And I speak French. So you'd think I'd understand like a French-Canadian accent? No, I don't. I don't know what the fuck he says half the time. We saw Nick the Oreo's reply. Let's read Kaceytron's sister. Kaceytron's sister, Holly Cannabis, quote tweeted Asmon's reply to me where he says this reply is the exact reason I hope Ethan sues them into poverty. So again, that tweet is bringing some goods, because let's read what Holly had to say. This is Kaceytron's sister. She says, hi, Zach. Casey sacrificed her 20s to take care of our family. We had both of our childhood homes foreclosed on and spent 10 years living with constant housing instability. Our mom, who is deaf, had been trapped with her abuser who stalked her, beat her, and stabbed her 3 times. Holy shit. She probably wouldn't even be alive if Casey had not worked her ass off to buy that house. Our younger sister, who is disabled, was also a victim of that violence. That's horrible, by the way. I was able to leave my own abusive relationship because the stability Casey provided for our entire family. And when our father, who was physically disabled, facing homelessness, and had nowhere to go, Casey took care of him too. I know you also grew up in poverty, and despite your and Casey's differences, I find it pretty sad you would ever wish that kind of violence on our family. I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy. I don't even know you. Why are you wishing homelessness on our family? For drama? What? That is so fucking well said. And I think at this point, Asmongold is too content-brained. He's too lost in the sauce. He's audience captured. He has to do this for his audience. He has to maintain the interest of his audience. And for Asmongold to remain relevant, he has to shit on these women. He has to shit on these women, and he has to be uncompromising in the eyes of his audience. Because if he bends even a quarter inch, he's going to be called weak. He's going to be called a simp. He's going to be called a cuck, or whatever the fuck these people want to call him. Asmongold responds to her, actually. He says, who asked? I don't care, and if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't either. Emotional blackmail to avoid accountability, manipulative and predictable, it won't save you. If she was supporting all those people, why would she blatantly break the law and put that at risk? Again, he talks about her breaking the law as if she fucking kidnapped someone, raped a child, ran over someone, embezzled fucking money, committed like fucking insurance fraud or something. She literally reacted to Ethan Klein's content nuke about Hassan Piker because Ethan was upset that he was being called a Zionist because he and his wife are fucking Zionists. That is what's happening. That is why Ethan is upset. If Ethan could sue me, he would probably sue me right now. Ethan, how about you try to sue me? I'm currently living in Lebanon being bombed by Israelis. If you think that you want to sue me, the optics on that would look fucking great. Do it. What the fuck? And her response is fantastic to Asmongold. She says, you react to videos all day, Zach. Does he respond? He says, intentionally misunderstanding things might work on Twitter, but it won't work in court. Your sister will find that out soon, with a smiley face. He is so gleeful. He is so happy that this is happening. I genuinely, like, this is genuinely disgusting. I genuinely, like, I was going to say, like, when I watched his video talking about his dad and how he took care of his dad, part of me was like, maybe he's not that bad of a guy. Like, he seemed kind of relatable. What an utterly irredeemable piece of shit. What an irredeemable piece of shit. The only comfort that I have is that, like, he's probably extremely fucking unhealthy.
Do not worry.
The dude is probably extremely unhealthy given the conditions that he lives in. So he gonna fuck around and find out soon enough. Mother Nature's gonna take care of him. Knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't. Let's hope he lives a long and healthy life. But I mean, holy shit, is he a piece of shit? He's gonna get a bunch of diseases for sure. There's no fucking way that guy... Doesn't he just like live off of Chick-fil-A or something? Go get your arteries checked. So you think my entire family should be homeless because Casey reacted to a video? Big J responds and says, you're just R-worded. Your sister intentionally tried to take viewers from Ethan, and she said this on her stream, so now she has to pay the price, and that's in court. So in your logic, it's okay for your sister to steal money from other people. Ethan's viewers do not belong to him. They are not his property. They have free will and can watch whoever they want. Stop reaching. Exactly. Do you know how much, like, dude, when I was streaming, like, there's a lot of people that are in the live chat where I'd be like, last time we were reacting to a segment off of H3. Before I reacted to it, I'm like, guys, if you want to watch the full video, go watch it on H3, watch it uninterrupted without my commentary, etc. We're just doing this for commentary purposes. A lot of people in the live chat are like, fuck no, I don't want to go watch it on his channel. Like, a lot of people would not watch Ethan's content unless they were watching it through someone else. It's not like Kaceytron took those views away from Ethan. Whoever watched the stream, Kaceytron stream, like the content nuke, was not going to watch it on the H3 channel. They were going to watch it on anyone else's channel. They didn't, like, they don't care. It has nothing to do with Ethan's audience. It's people making a choice of who they want to support. And they don't want to support the H3 podcast anymore. And that's what gets Ethan upset as well. Like, these people are taking my audience. They don't want to support me anymore. And these people are jacking my audience. And he can't realize that it's his fucking fault. Why is Ethan, like, to all the idiots in the fucking live chat, why is Ethan losing fans? Why are Ethan's podcasts getting 400,000 views or 500,000 views when they used to get 1.5 million views? Why aren't they selling any more Teddy Fresh? Why aren't they selling any more Teddy Glow? Why can't they collaborate with anyone other than fucking Rich Lux? Or Harley Morenstein? Why? You know? Look, even the comments to her sister, reap what you sow. Yes, no amount of intentionally misunderstanding the situation is going to change that. Where was the empathy when she said stuff about Asmon's mom? That's the kind of shit that we're dealing with. Now, we can watch, what we can do, like the final thing we can watch tonight, is the original video that Ethan released where he was announcing the lawsuits. And we can watch it again. And I watched it, I think, when this first came out. I'm going to re-react to this, offer full commentary yet again. And yet again, if you guys want to watch the video in full, I could consider watching it on the H3 channel. This is the H3 Productions. I'm suing these three creators. Sorry, I'm starting to slur my speech. It's almost 12 a.m. here. We're going to rewatch this, and I want to watch it in more detail. So if you guys feel like joining us for that, I think it's important to watch so that I can literally watch what Kaceytron said, what Frogan said, what Denim said, and just offer my final commentary on this whole situation.
Hi there, my name is Ethan Klein, and my favorite hobby is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. Today I invite you into my home to share my favorite pastime with you. Join me in...
2-second break. I'll be right back. just before we rewatch this video. It is just kind of funny. Again, like just dealing with all of this. Asmongold beef? Like, are you fucking shitting me right now? And people are telling me that I'm farming Asmongold. And by the way, like, I'm gonna fucking start embracing this shit. Like, part of me is like, why are these people like paying attention to me? And oh, sorry, 1 second. All right. Anyways, let's enjoy this.
Creating generational wealth for my attorney. Let me tell you guys a story. About 1.5 years ago, it's a big conversation called ReactGate. ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community.
I remember this. I remember ReactGate. I remember the chat with XQC, him doing the worm, all that shit.
About what constituted fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream. They would rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak. Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could cannibalize traffic from the original video. Here's what Lamino had to say about this phenomenon.
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner with the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary.
And I mean, that's not something wrong or that I disagree with. I often react to full videos. I think I might need to stop doing that and reacting to like maybe 50% of a video or 60% of a video, or watch the parts that I find to be the most interesting and then invite my audience to go watch the full video on the other person's channel. That still might not be enough to for some people, but definitely there are problems with like how video reactions work without people re-upload certain VODs and steal views. Now in Hassan's case, I'm pretty sure that's like a lot of the Hassan industrial complex that does that, but still, regardless, it does hurt the original creators in many cases. So I do agree with that. And like for ReactGate, I think that Ethan did bring up a lot of good points at that time.
Necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work, or they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission, something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than they...
People are saying it's fine if we're offering transformative commentary. I mean, that's what we try to do here. For the most part, obviously, I'm not going to watch a video and just sit there and watch and let it play, you know?
Author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening. I mean, people don't like injustice, and we all see this and know it.
I like the color of this lamp. I like the color of this lamp right here, guys.
It's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned.
So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright? Or like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
Well, that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, and watch your prime... Then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay, sure.
And by the way, Ethan now has to align himself with XQC. Like, all these people that Ethan would not have given the time of day 2 years ago, people that he would openly criticize, people like Asmongold and XQC, people whose audiences were completely at odds with his audience, they're now the people that he's completely embracing. Because he has no choice. They're the only audience he has left, and they're the ones that he's confused why they're not buying Teddy Glow. Why is XQC's audience not buying Teddy Glow? Why is Asmongold's audience not buying Teddy Glow? Why are the Kino Casino guys not buying more Teddy Glow? Why isn't Nick the Oreo buying more Teddy Glow in between rape reviews?
That's content, man. It's original content, at least. The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, why didn't I think of that first? I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing. Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see are...
He literally told you he doesn't care if it's illegal. He'll react to a video from beginning to end, offer almost no commentary. He is the problem. He's the poster child for, like, unethical reacts. Yet, he's not the problem in this case. I have no interest in suing XQC, even though you have him on camera being like, yeah, I don't give a shit if this stuff is illegal. I'll react to anything I want to fucking react, watch the whole thing, and re-upload it. No consequence. That's what he said, right? And that's what you're having a debate with him for.
much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom or to eat or to talk to his mom or to do whatever, disappears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana'a. Then this.
This operation will result in killing of hostages and captivity. Will result in death of third.
That's a funny edit. Not gonna lie. Look, chair reacts are bad. I've done it a couple of times, running to the bathroom, like to pee real quick, or like going to get water. But when I come back, I replay the stuff that I miss. I just thought that it would be nice to keep something playing in the background, but it's not something that I do, especially when we're reacting to something like very seriously and going over it bit by bit. I want to watch the whole video to offer criticism and to be able to get the whole context. So even if I do let something play, when I come back, I replay it. But yeah, it's not something that I try to do often.
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist, they couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published?
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published.
I mean, is the fact that it's a trap also, like, does that not hurt his case? Being like, hey, I did this on purpose. And that's the weird thing. It's people that he's been beefing with as well. So, like, obviously Frogan and Denims were going to react to the fucking video. But again, that's not his problem. You'll say, it's the fact that they said that, watch me, don't watch Ethan. I know, Asmon fans, I know, we're getting to it.
Now, the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denim sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intent.
So, I'm going to pause here real quick. This was a thread on H3 Snark. I can't remember how long ago. This was written probably a few days before the content nuke was out. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Several creators have mentioned they're planning to stream their reactions or post-reaction videos in the coming days. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our posts in their own critiques of H3. If you're planning to watch along with any of them, we ask that you carry our sub's rules into those spaces too. Feel free to check out, and there's a list. North Star Radio, Comrade Casey, Frogan, Sean the Black, Denims, Mike for PA, Hallucinogender Og, Kaceytron, Do Not Worry Podcast, and Uninformed Leftist. So I'm on that list. I was put on that list of like places where you could watch, because I had also said, like, I said it on the podcast multiple times, I'm going to be watching the content nuke when it drops. Why wouldn't we? It was the culmination of months of YouTube drama. So Ethan was right. He knew people were going to watch it. But essentially, he kind of set it as a trap, which I don't know if that like fucking hurts his case or not.
Intentions couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post.
And by the way, notice the 3 people that he's suing are from that list. Again, this list to Ethan is the list of people that have ruined his life. He thinks that these are the people, these are the reason that CPS was called on him. These are the reason that he's lost half of his viewership. He's losing subscribers every week. Teddy Fresh isn't selling. Teddy Glow isn't selling. His staff is being harassed. All of that he blames on this list, including Hassan. But these people are an extension of Hassan. If Ethan can get to these people, if Ethan can hurt these people, he is by extension hurting Hassan. And that is what Ethan wants. He also wants to shut people up, to stop criticism, to litigate his way out of criticism. So I make an appearance in this video. Look at that. And future co-hosts, Comrade Casey, and Uninformed Leftist. Look at that. Would you look at that?
From the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is
market substitutes for my work. That's how he's calling us. Again, I'll tell you, Ethan, the people that are watching my show that used to watch your show abandon your show because of the things that you said and did. Okay? They came to this channel. If they want to come here, they're more than welcome. Now, do they use my channel as a way to watch H3 indirectly without supporting you? No, they don't. But if I'm ever reacting to an H3 segment and they want to watch it, they're going to watch it. And maybe they never would have watched it on your channel. Malak Maun, you can't tell people where they can consume what they want. Now, it would be unethical of me to be like, hey, I'm going to watch this H3 segment. Make sure not to go to H3 and watch it there. Only watch it here. Don't support Ethan. I understand how that is something that someone should not do. And then maybe that, they should maybe apologize for. I could see an argument for that. Or like that being the thing that gets them in like copyright. But again, let's wait and see what they said.
Cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out, the Snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copyright infringement. I should thank the Snarkers actually. Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter.
Snark betrayed us, folks. Look, Snark served us up on a golden platter. Again, we're not the ones who control where these people want to watch the content, Ethan. If you're upset that these people on Reddit want to watch our channels and not your channel, figure out your own shit. Figure out what you've done wrong to drive these people away. Now, should they come to my channel so that they can indirectly watch H3 without supporting you? No, it's not like I fucking sit here and watch H3 videos all fucking day. We talk about you a whole bunch, but we're not re-watching your fucking podcast.
So thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys,
so wait, he's saying that the Snarkers are committing copyright infringement. Ethan, if the Snarkers don't want to support your channel, and if they want to watch my channel, if they know that I'm reacting to like a video that you're dropping, they're not committing fucking copyright infringement. They're just choosing not to support you and not to engage with your channel. And reacting to videos is not illegal. So them watching a streamer that is reacting to a video, there's nothing illegal about that. Now, if you want to claim that some streamers said something that could be deemed as illegal, sure thing. But like this whole list right here, trying to make it seem like this whole list right now, the people that are if you're a viewer that watched any of these videos, you're committing copyright infringement. No, they're not. The viewers did nothing fucking wrong.
Thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that?
And yes, he did sue only the women on that list. Man, not sued. Frogan sued. Sean the Black, man, not sued. Denim sued. Mike from PA, man, not sued. Hallucino gender, I'm guessing, man, not sued. Kaceytron, woman, sued. Do Not Worry Podcast, man, and women, you know we're a team. Not sued. Uninformed leftist, man, sued. Now, I mean, look, I don't know if they went through our videos and were like, they didn't say anything that makes them sue-worthy. Maybe I'm not famous enough for Ethan to be sued. You know what I'm saying? Maybe uninformed leftist wasn't big enough. They're like, we need the right mix of people that are close to Hassan, people that are famous, enough followers to get us that juice when we make those lawsuit videos. You know, people need to know who these people are. Then he considered suing Sean the Black, but then even Ethan constantly makes a joke of who's Sean the Black. So would it really have that same pop for Ethan? I don't know. But yeah, they literally only sued the 3 women on that list.
Reddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more...
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, let's go back.
Not giving any views.
...content.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe.
So if she said, well, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible videos, then you have Asmongold being like, she explicitly said she wants to steal revenue. Listen, what she said could be interpreted as, hey, don't watch it there, watch it here. She literally just said, if you enjoyed not watching it over there. You think this is a slam dunk case? If you enjoyed not giving your views to this person, then like leave a like or support the channel. That is not openly and explicitly admitting to wanting to steal revenue and to siphon off fucking views. Like, I'm sorry. I get it's a questionable remark. Would I have said that? No. Would I recommend anyone to fucking say that? No. Is that my goal? When I was reacting to the content nuke, it was like a celebration of like, holy shit, Ethan's been fucking talking about this. Let's all watch it together. Let's fucking react. Let's see what he's in there. I wanted to see if I was going to be in there. I was in the content nuke. That was the whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Denims, that was the vibe for them too, man. You think what? You think Denims wasn't in the content nuke? You think her audience that's been following the drama and the H3 versus Hassan thing for months wasn't excited to watch the content nuke? We were... That's what also Ethan doesn't understand. Most of the people that watched his content nuke are probably people that are like Hassan fans. We were just all fucking curious as to what he was going to say.
I throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up.
And Rafe said that this was said at the end of the video as well. Yeah, this is not the slam dunk case that they're trying to make this seem that it is. It's really not. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to be generous here, and I do see when people are like, don't you understand? I do understand the interpretation where she's like explicitly saying, I get that. I get that. It can be interpreted as, don't watch it there, watch it here. But it's not like 100% there, man.
A more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to...
That's very vague. Like, Ethan's got a good lawyer for being able to convince him that he has a strong case. Like, Ethan's lawyer is the only winner here. He's getting paid either way. Ethan's lawyer. It's his job to convince Ethan that he has a case. So Ethan's lawyer has gotten really good at, like, playing with Ethan's fucking paranoia and, like, taking advantage of him. Like, it's kind of fucking hilarious. Let's hear that again one more time. To not be accused of, like, not listening to the full context, etc.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed
If you enjoyed not giving views to that terrible video. So if you enjoyed not watching that terrible video, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible right now and to be like trying to get the worst interpretation of this. It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. And Denims gave a long reaction. Her reaction, I'm pretty sure, was longer than XQC's reaction, longer, and there was more criticism than Asmongold's reaction. But why does Ethan want to sue Denims? It's because of CPS. We all know that. Ethan blames Denims for CPS. He blames that one live stream that she did where like her chat was like supposedly egging her on and like they were talking about CPS and stuff like that. He literally blames her for the CPS call. He can't sue her for that because he can't prove that because there is no proof because she's not responsible for CPS. So what can he do? What's the next best thing that he can do? Copyright infringement. That's all he's doing. He's just trying to hurt these people. He's trying to punish these people for criticizing him, for stealing his audience away from him, not by stealing his content, but by offering better content, by offering the vibes that H3 used to offer, which was fun, goofy vibes, chill vibes, you know, goofs and gaffs. Ethan is now the fucking Zionism podcast and fucking let's read negative Reddit comments about me podcast and let's talk about Hassan for 6 hours. That's what it became. Let's make fun of iDubbbz for 7 hours. That's what it became. You know?
I'm here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy
so that he can get attorney's fees. Goddamn, he really wants to like wipe these people dry from their money. And the thing about Ethan, like there's a hierarchy of like how he hates these people. He definitely hates Denims the most. Like if Ethan were to settle with anyone or like to agree to drop a lawsuit, I think the most likely one he would agree to might be, well, he's expressed like fondness for Frogan sometimes, but I think the one he would be most likely to drop is Kaceytron. The person he hates the second is Frogan, and the person who's going to have the hardest time, I think, with Ethan is Denims, because he and Hila legitimately hate Denims. Like, they genuinely hate Denims. They think she was out there to get their kids. They make fun of, like, how she dresses. They make fun of how she looks. There's nothing about Denims that they like or respect. So I think they might be willing to, like, settle with Kaceytron. Like, maybe, even though Ethan said no more settling, maybe Frogan, but like Denims, I think it's kind of insane. I think he fucking hates her, man, which is kind of crazy. Erica trying to read the name. Oh, it's Eric Arnbach. Eric Arnbach or Erica Runbach. I guess it's Eric. Eric Arnbach, 2706, gifted one $2 membership. Thank you so much. And it went to, ooh, Jay of the Dead. That's fucking awesome. Jay of the Dead, who always in the live chat, generously donated earlier. Jay, you fucking deserve that super chat, that gifted membership. That's fucking awesome. Always the best people are getting the memberships. That's fucking awesome. Every time someone's getting gifted, it's going out for an awesome person. I like that. We got Nour in the chat. What up, Nour? Okay, let's go back to the video.
To tell you guys now, I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker Content Nuke with the United States Library of Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating? Even though theoretically I could sue a lot more creators and rake in
I could sue. So we got Papa Gut over here who watched the whole thing. We got Asmongold who watched the whole thing. He's not suing any of them. He's not suing Hutch, is he?
But the
no,
purpose
these are friends of the show.
Of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this.
Actually, the opposite. Well, actually, no, the opposite, Ethan. If you fucking win this fucking lawsuit by some miracle, if you actually win, this is going to destroy like the streaming and like reaction community, because everyone is going to be able to use your precedent and to start throwing around frivolous fucking lawsuits, whether they have merit or not, just to fucking shut people up. Be like, well, look, Ethan Klein won his lawsuit. Do you really want to take a chance? Let's fucking settle. Delete the video, remove this or cut that out. This is going to lead to the worst fucking precedent. When Ethan and Hila actually like had created the best fucking precedent when they won against the fucking dude, what the fuck is this called? Joe whatever. Now they're doing the exact opposite. Now they're going to fucking ruin it for everyone else because they can't handle being called what they are, which is Zionists.
Type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the
Why do people think we're Zionists? All we ever say was that if you go to Ramallah, you'll get lynched. Why do people think I'm a Zionist? Or that if I say that if the Palestinians outnumber the Jews in Israel, they will kill all of us and then they will take over the land. That's why the Jews must maintain a majority. That doesn't make me a Zionist. Yes, that makes you a Zionist, Ethan and Hila, when you believe that Jews must keep the Palestinians as a minority, no matter how, by whatever set of laws they need to do, whether it's they don't have the right to return, unlike the law of return for Israelis, the Palestinians don't have the right to return to their land. How's it not Zionism? Yoav Galan's a really good guy. Hamas hides bases under hospitals. Hamas uses human shields. If you say from the river to the sea, you want the death of all Jews, but we're not Zionists. We support Palestine. Insane. Oh no, why are people calling us Zionists?
Community as we know it.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch.
So that's the statement that Denim's made, that to Ethan that's it. Like, it's a slam dunk case. If you enjoyed not giving views to that terrible video.
Is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field. Now, before I tell you who the three people I'm...
Ethan's just doing this out of the kindness of his heart. I'm not suing these people because they call me a Zionist. I'm suing them because I don't want Disney or Fox to come in and ruin it for everyone else. I'm trying to save streaming. I'm trying to save reaction content. Sure you are, buddy.
Suing are. I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity, their political beliefs. All three...
You could kind of say they were targeted based on their gender. Frogan, Denims, Kaceytron, all women. And again, here we go, folks. Your boy, Do Not Worry podcast. I mean, look, we're not out of the woods yet. Ethan keeps saying that he's working on other lawsuits. Noah Sampson might be in the works. Bada Panada might be in the works. Will he come for your boy, folks? Will I be attacked by Israelis from all fronts? Air, land, sea, litigation, the court of law. How are these Israelis going to try to get me?
Are on this list. In fact, they're the only three, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video.
Yes, Jay of the Dead, she said, I'm denying that when when Ethan was even saying that, like, yep, I'm not denying that the IDF burns children on the daily. You hear Ela Klein in the background. I'm denying that. Yeah, we remember Ela.
Roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Kaceytron, the queen of ripping farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look, you think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I use...
By the way, what a victory. W's in the chat for Kaceytron for fucking taking that many bong rips during the content cop. It's fucking hilarious. The fact that he's suing Kaceytron, like I said, in the H3 of old, 2 years ago, Ethan would have invited Kaceytron onto their fucking show. She would have been a guest. She would have become a soundbite. She would have brought weed with her. They would have all smoked together, taken bong rips together on set, laughed about it. Now they're fucking suing her. That's the most fucking insane thing to me. 2 years ago, I swear to God, folks, I shit you not, the H3 podcast that I used to love, that I modeled this show after, would have made Kaceytron a friend of the show just like that. The footage of her taking bong rips and being like, I don't even know what the fuck's happening. It's fucking comedy gold. Comedy gold that Ethan, if he still had a heart inside that stony body of his now, he would have fucking realized that.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look, you think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her...
That's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. No matter how you try to cut it, that is fucking hilarious.
Soul, she's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
And Ethan just said that he's not suing these people for chair reacts. It's not about chair react. It's about the fact that they stated that they explicitly want to steal revenue from Ethan. That's what he's saying, right? So why is he focusing on the fact that she's going to the bathroom here?
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denim's the queen of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a sneak.
Guys, dating and money. It's a final day, but he's really not afraid. Got a lot of money, but you know he's on his way.
Go fan.
Oh my God, bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they've been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah beige. I mean, listen.
Allah yarhamak Sayyid Hassan.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look at the complaints. And let's start with my favorite of the three, the very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Kaceytron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're going to watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you?
So that is what Kaceytron said. So we heard what Denim said to get her sued. This is what Kaceytron said. So she said a lot of... let's hear it again.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein.
So we're going to watch it.
Well, that's a really...
So, okay, let's break this down. I understand how this might seem to a judge, but Anthony, she said explicitly, I understand what you mean, okay? Roaches, I hear you. Nasty, disgusting cockroaches, I hear you, okay? I want to hear it again.
Kaceytron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're going to watch it.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So consumers have told this content creator that, hey, you're about to react to this video, which is completely legal, which is what every other streamer does. We don't necessarily want to support Ethan, so we're going to watch you as you react to it, because we don't want to support Ethan as viewers. You can't punish a streamer. I'm sorry, Ethan. You can't punish a streamer for what their audience wants, unless you're going to go after every person in her chat who's like, hey, we're happy to be here because we didn't want to watch it on Ethan's channel. Ethan said and did shit that make us want to turn away from his channel, that made us want to stop watching his channel. You are reacting to a video, as is your right, and you're going to provide commentary, and it's going to be fair use. We would rather watch it on your channel because we don't want to support Ethan. Yeah, how is she breaking the law? I'm sorry. She's literally saying that her audience is telling her that they don't want to watch it on Ethan's channel. Why are you suing her for watching your video, which you want people to react to, don't you? Yeah, this is not, like, I'm literally trying to fucking see how it could be interpreted. This could be interpreted in so many different fucking ways. This is not a 100% slam dunk that Ethan and his creepy sex pest lawyer friends think it is. Do you know what I mean? Louis says that makes zero sense. What do you mean, Louis? She's literally saying a lot of you guys are telling me that you don't want to support Ethan Klein by watching the video on his channel. Well, I'm a streamer. I react to videos all the time. I'm about to react to the video. You're telling me you'd rather watch it here than watch it there. What did Kaceytron advertise her stream as? The H3H3 content nuke alternative stream? Watch this, don't watch the nuke. Louis or Brian, who the fuck, who's saying that? Louis, like, in a court of law you have to prove things beyond a reasonable fucking doubt. You understand that, right? Like, he has to fucking prove it. The prosecution, and Ethan is the prosecution in this case, right? And they're the defendants. Doesn't he have to prove it beyond a reasonable fucking doubt? Do you think someone saying, a lot of you guys don't want to support Ethan and you'd rather watch the video on my channel, do you think that is 100% beyond a reasonable doubt? Do you think it's that much of a fucking slam dunk? That's all I'm saying. These are pretty vague fucking statements. I know Ethan in his mind is paranoid and thinks that that's what everyone means. And it could be interpreted that way. I'm not saying you're crazy for interpreting it that way. I'm not saying you're crazy. Like, no, you're not crazy. You could hear that and be like, it kind of seems like she's telling people to watch it there and not watching here. But, like, when you say, it kind of sounds like that is not beyond a reasonable fucking doubt. That is not beyond a reasonable fucking doubt. It's pretty fucking vague to me. And even if a court finds Kaceytron perhaps guilty of copyright infringement, I don't think they're going to find that she caused any damages. Like, how many fucking views did her stream get? Like, legitimately. Does she owe Ethan $100? Ethan, are you down this badly that you need $100? You just won $1.2 million at poker. Why do you need the cash for? Is Louis gone? What happened to Louis? Louis. Oh no, in a week ago. Yeah. Louis. Oh, baby, in a week ago.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each...
Martin Coppola says, if Casey gets away with this copyright infringement, what would stop people just watching Avatar 3 on stream? Ethan needs to set a standard for... Ethan needs to set... Martin, you fucking idiot. Have you tried watching Avatar 3 on stream? Have you tried watching, like, a full feature-length movie? They fucking get you like that. Like, the algorithm stops your stream from fucking working. Chris Kunzler's stream was taken down for watching a Jubilee video. Just take down the video. If someone's watching a video that they're not supposed to watch, have the fucking platform stop the stream. You don't sue them for $150,000. Do you think they even knew that it was fucking copyrighted? He surprised everyone that it was fucking copyrighted. If they had known that it was a copyrighted video, maybe they would not have even reacted to it in the first fucking place. Did you think about that? Like, what fucking dumb comment is that? What fucking comment is that? Ethan is here setting the standard for the internet. Ethan is a fucking little bitch who can't handle being called a fucking Zionist. That's what Ethan is. And he's trying to sue his critics and silence them. Use your fucking brain, dude. Louis back. Martin, use your fucking brain, dude. If Casey gets away with this copyright infringement, what would stop people from just watching Avatar 3 on... What's stopping them from watching it now? If you think the internet is a fucking Wild West of people stealing content, why aren't people watching Avatar 3 on stream right now? Why aren't people streaming Avatar 2 right now? Before Avatar 3 comes out on December 19th, by the way. Louis, where's Louis? What's Louis saying? 1 second. Louis. Oh, baby. You didn't respond to my last comment. I'm not reading your fucking comments, Louis. If I restream a UFC event and add commentary because my audience doesn't want to pay the pay-per-view, is that okay? No, that's not okay. It's not okay, but you're not allowed to stream UFC events. Like, your stream will stop working. Ethan Klein made a YouTube video that people routinely fucking react to. Asmongold's whole career is reacting to YouTube videos. Why aren't you asking him that question? the people that are watching Asmongold's reaction to the content nuke could have gone and watched it on Ethan's channel, but they chose to watch it through Asmongold's channel. The only difference is he didn't say, a lot of you guys would rather watch it here than watch it on Ethan's channel, so I guess we're going to watch it. That's literally the only difference. If Asmongold had been like, and he said the obvious thing, obviously, if someone is watching a video through a streamer's stream, they would rather watch it there than watch it on the other creator's fucking channel because they want to watch it with you, or they want to watch it with the community, or they want to hear your reaction. Most people maybe don't even want to hear what I have to say, but they want to watch it with the other people that are part of this community. It's entirely different. It's a YouTube fucking video, man. You think I'm out here fucking watching UFC fights? Or watching boxing fights? You think I'm going to watch the Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul fight, and I'm going to try to stream it on fucking stream? You can't even stream that shit. Martin says Asmongold said he was against Palestine, so Ethan is not going to sue him. Exactly. Asmongold thinks that Palestinians are shit and deserve to be killed. Okay, we're back to Louis. Louis says, sorry guys, I'm enjoying engaging with chat a little bit. Louis says, again, that does not change anything about the legality of the action, just that there isn't a system in place to auto copyright. Well, maybe they should they should have a system in place to auto copyright, like they have for fucking music. When I play trucking streams on YouTube, and I play a song that I'm not supposed to play, I get a warning. YouTube gives me a warning like, hey, you're playing a copyrighted song. If you keep playing it, we might stop your stream. We might stop your stream. That's what happens. But it's not the same. Okay, literally, if Kaceytron is reacting to the content nuke and her viewers are like, hey, we would rather watch it here than watch it there, and she reads that, or she acknowledges that, she's like, hey, a lot of you guys are telling me you would rather watch the content nuke here than watch it on Ethan's channel. I'm sorry, that is not malicious and explicit copyright infringement and theft. That is not. She is simply acknowledging what her audience is telling her. Hey, we don't want to watch it there. We want to watch it with you, with the community, and hear your fucking commentary. That is what is happening. I'm literally fucking sitting here rewatching Ethan's entire video and re-listening to everything that they said so I can have an honest 100% conversation with you guys. What she said can be interpreted the way Ethan is interpreting it, but there is also an entirely different interpretation. And the judge could go either fucking way, man. I'm sorry.
Claimed that highly analytical Kaceytron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're going to watch it.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. She's literally just acknowledging what the audience is saying in her live chat. Rafe says it was found that only 1% of the nuke showed original content without another creator's work involved. The whole content nuke is a piece of forgery if you want to go down that fucking route. Bunkakat, folks, with a 6. Mir Dono says Louis is insecure about his small hands. Louis, come on. Louis, do you have small hands? Is that what's happening? Louis. Oh, no. Louis, I didn't make this. I'm singing a whole song for you. And you're a hater. Can you imagine what I would do for you if you're a genuine fan? Nola Magnolia with another 100 Egyptian pounds. Thank you so much, Nola. Says W Anthony, W Mods, W Bunkercat, W Kaceytron, W Do Not Warriors. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, Nola, for being so generous.
That's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Kaceytron's. She smoked more than she spoke. Kaceytron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes, 40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking. She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote.
That's fucking hilarious. Again, that is fucking hilarious. The H3 that I used to like would have celebrated this, would have found this to be the funniest fucking thing, would have invited Kaceytron onto the show the next day. She would have brought some weed. Y'all would have smoked together. Like, the fact that this turned into a lawsuit and you're ruining her life and your fans are now celebrating her demise and her financial demise, and you have Ethan putting out Instagram stories like celebrating people losing their house and their money, and like, it's like, holy shit. There was another thing. Did I forget to send myself that thing? Let me check real quick. Yes, we didn't read this. Check this out. Look at how Ethan talks about these lawsuits constantly. I tried to find more examples, but I didn't have time to do this before the stream. He's sharing something about iDubbbz or whatever the fuck, eating on cardboard plates. He says, good point, Anissa. Yes, we do work with the same lawyer, as I was gracious enough to introduce you to him years ago when you needed help with creator clash stuff. This is called a friend. And yes, it's the same lawyer that Snark, the subreddit you browse daily, targets weekly, trying to ruin his life. I find it fascinating that you're happy to use his expertise privately, but do your Snark friends know that you are using the same attorney that drafted all the legal complaints that devastated your friends? Just the fact that he said that devastated your friends, he knows that this is devastating them. He wants them to be devastating. That is the whole purpose. He constantly mentions that he's going to ruin these people financially. I want to get them for all I can get, etc. Devastate them. It's devastating for them. It's a piece of shit. Straight up. And I can't believe I've been extending grace to them for as long as I did. Again, let's wait and see how Ethan reacts to Kaceytron's video, where she literally said, I will put my ego aside. I will do whatever it takes to fucking settle and get rid of these fucking lawsuits while maintaining my dignity. So if Ethan refuses to engage with what Kaceytron said and agree to some kind of fucking settlement, then he is the biggest piece of shit on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed, Kaceytron is often too obliterated to comment on the
TVCH Lord says Millhouse does crazy numbers on YouTube. And then he says, what he said, Ethan won, the Hamas orbiters lost. Great comments. Thanks for subscribing, TVCH Lord. It was great having you here. Great insight. Ethan won, the Hamas orbiters lost.
The nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of...
Can you imagine supporting Israel? Oh my god, man.
2 hours and 7 minutes, Kaceytron smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms through vaporizers, on 42 separate occasions. At one point, Kaceytron is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the plot." To give you an idea, the majority of her comments...
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. What's happening? I'm trying to follow, but I lost the plot.
Commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand this bit that he's doing.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
CPM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell
you
is
kids
going
love anime, right?
I wish I lived somewhere where I could do this on stream. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
Like, can you do this on, like, Twitch? Can people just smoke on Twitch? Normally, can people just smoke on, like, YouTube live streams? Or do you have to live in, like, legal states? But then if you smoke on stream, doesn't that automatically demonetize your videos? Like, how does that happen? Obviously, I would never do this here in Lebanon. It's illegal. I would never partake in such activities, folks, and go to prison. Horrible stuff. But if I could, how does it work in U.S. states where it's legal? Twitch, yes. YouTube, no. Okay, cool. Good to know. You can do it on Twitch, but YouTube will demonetize you.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this? This isn't a music video, Hassan.
And as dumb as all of that is, this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein.
Okay, so again, she said a lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. A lot of audience members, a lot of people in the chat have been saying that they want to watch this, but they don't want to watch it on Ethan's channel. She's just stating what other people want to do. And when you get in a court of law, things go down to fucking semantics. It comes down to this shit. Don't be like, that's not what she meant. My guy, you're gonna have to prove again beyond a reasonable fucking doubt that what she said by that was, hey, come on, watch it here and let's hurt Ethan Klein financially, like he's claiming. Okay. I mean, shit.
So we're gonna watch it. What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not and should not do that, especially if your commentary consists of you taking bong loads. At least try to engage with the content.
So now his problem is more that like, oh, she's taking bong loads and she didn't react enough.
Oh, sorry. That was a flying star. It almost got me. You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan. Reaction by exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah." Huh. Very smart to say.
Okay, again, it's time to watch the new nuke ethically. It's time to watch the new nuke ethically. Does that mean, hey guys, I'm providing you a way to avoid watching it with Ethan and for you to only watch it through me? It's time to watch it ethically. Again, I can see how someone can interpret it as, don't watch it there, watch it here. I see that interpretation. I'm going to believe my own eyes. Okay, my own lying eyes. What was it? Don't believe your own eyes. You can watch it here ethically. If you want to watch it ethically, you can watch it here. Yeah, that's not telling... That's still very fucking vague, man. You can watch it here ethically. All she's saying is, if you watch it here, it's ethical. Did she say that if you watch it on the H3 podcast, it's unethical? No, but she's just reassuring her audience that watching it with her is going to be an ethical react. That means if you have a sponsor, because ethical, usually when people say something is an ethical react, like for example, when I was watching Paige Christie's video, is Ethan Klein a racist? She had a sponsorship. I let her sponsorship play out as if it was, you know, the full thing to give her credit and to try to help get her more sponsorships or something like that. And people in the chat were saying that that was an ethical react. So an ethical react could simply be playing the whole video, including your sponsors, and making sure you get the credit. That could also be interpreted as an ethical react. And I'm sorry to go into semantics and these different interpretations, but in a court of law, these things matter. You know? Maki, don't stand on the PC. Don't get on the PC. Sweet boy.
On camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support."
Time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support and thank you for watching it with me. Yeah, is that supposed to be incriminating? Time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support and thank you for watching it with me. But no, you don't get it, Anthony. She fucked around and found out. Now she's going to lose everything. Frogan is supposed to lose everything. Frogan is supposed to pay Ethan Klein $500,000 because she said time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support and thank you for watching it with me. And then Ethan says that he's doing this to save streaming and to save React content. Is anyone gonna dare fucking react to any fucking video ever again if by simply saying time to watch the new video ethically? Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support and thank you for every single time I end the stream, Ethan, I say thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone's support and thank you for watching X with me. I say that at the end of every stream. You're literally using that now as like as proof in a lawsuit and a court filing that she's explicitly stealing your content. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for watching this video with me. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, Ethan's not winning the fucking lawsuit, bro. Ethan's not winning this. Are you kidding me? This is it? This is what Asmongold is trying to be like. She explicitly said it. Oh my god, I was way too nice to Asmongold on Twitter. I should have told her to fucking fuck off, dude. This is it? This is the smoking gun, these three statements that these three women made that can be interpreted in a number of fucking ways, including in the ways that you're interpreting it. Granted. But holy shit. Ooh, Martin. What happened to Martin? Did Martin go crazy? Milhouse is like the Porsche in the story trying to say Antonio. What else did he say? Save. Oh, you couldn't even write it right, Martin. You had to fucking do it on double chats? Martin, come on, Martin. Ah, Martin. We're going to miss him. We're going to miss Martin. What did you say again? Milhouse is like the Porsche in the story trying to say Antonio. Very funny.
And thank you for watching it with me. Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
Rafe says, this is why I hoped more people would read the lawsuits. They're absolutely mental. The problem is, man, they're so long, and I don't want to engage in this lawsuit content that Ethan is hoping everyone does, because he filed these lawsuits partly to get revenge on Hassan, to get back at people who criticized him, and to shut people up from criticizing him, and to intimidate people from criticizing him. But I did not want to engage with that. I didn't want to do like a full live stream reading through the full lawsuit. Like, I don't want to perpetuate those fucking lawsuits. I don't want to make content about Kaceytron and Denim's and Frogan's lawsuits while they're trying to avoid talking about it, or at least Frogan is. Like you know what I mean? It doesn't feel right to me. It feels icky talking about this fucking shit. And I'm not into lawsuits and litigation, and it's fucking boring as fuck to read through pages upon pages of court filings. I highly doubt that my audience wants me to do that. I don't want to fucking do that. It's fucking boring. Like, I'm not the fucking sex pest legal mindset or whatever. I'm not interested in that at all. So, like, I wouldn't read them. But, like, just reading those basic statements that Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron made, yes, they can be interpreted in a way where you can say they're encouraging people not to watch that. That is one interpretation, but it is... What they're saying is so fucking vague. And for the most part, like what Kaceytron said, what? A lot of people don't want to support Ethan Klein, so they would rather watch it on my channel. That is not telling people to explicitly watch it there to hurt Ethan financially. Frogan saying, yay, let's do an ethical react. Thank you so much for supporting me. That is not her explicitly asking people to hurt Ethan financially and to watch her. Denims, what did Denim said? Literally the exact same thing. Like, if you guys enjoyed not watching it on the other channel and watching it here, hey, maybe consider subscribing to my channel.
What are you gonna say? Dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown and uploaded it to fucking YouTube? They're gonna make at least one good point.
Mad Moon says, I genuinely never would have watched any of the H3 stuff. I stopped watching the podcast before COVID. Exactly. All of these people that are reacting to Ethan's content through other creators would never have watched it on the H3 channel to begin with. They don't want to support Ethan. They don't like Ethan anymore. They don't want to watch the podcast. They don't want to engage with it. They don't want to do anything with it. And the only reason they'll watch his clips sometimes is because I'm talking about it, or someone that they like, a creator that they like is offering criticism on Ethan. Half of my audience is fucking sick of Ethan, but they'll still watch to see what I have to say about the story and the situation, or how I have to respond to something that Ethan is saying about me.
What do you want me to make a point on?
Oh, I forgot. She also said, can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing. You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and...
Dizzle McFizzle sends a $5 dono and says, Alil al-Adab, Martin. He is... Hey, what Dizzle? Fucking shit, getting good. Alil al-Adab. He's saying that Martin has no manners. No manners. Great Arabic, Dizzle.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
Well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you just pause it. They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people.
She's just reading what chatters are telling her, Ethan. Are you fucking kidding me? She's just reading what the chatters are telling her. This is the smoking gun. Asmongold. Fuckface. This is it? This is the undeniable proof that they're explicitly trying to fucking get people to abandon Ethan so that they could steal his revenue. And this is why you think Frogan should lose her fucking home and Kaceytron should lose her home and they should go into bankruptcy because of this? Let's listen to that again. Asmongold, open those fucking ears. Go remove some earwax from your ears so you can maybe hear what is being said on these fucking videos, you nasty fuck.
Clearly not watching for you, right?
By the way, again, RIP to your dad. Your dad seems like a good fucking person, but you're a piece of shit, man. So again, earwax is out. Earwax is out. Asmon, earwax is out. Listen closely, buddy. Listen closely.
For you. If you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time
So I do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for watching it with me. So incriminating. Ethan Klein. Oh my God. Extremely incriminating. How dare she thank her audience for watching her stream with her.
Getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching.
Oh, H3 Superfan. We got H3 Superfan. Ooh, says Hassan could have easily paid for the defense of these women who were sued for helping him so much for mutual aid. Well, that's what Ethan wants. That's what Ethan would love. That wouldn't he? H3 Superfan, huh? That's what he wants. He wants Hassan to pay indirectly, directly or indirectly. He wants him to pay, and he wants these ladies to get embarrassed. That's what's happening.
Watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah.
So she's reading a comment that said, first time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically, and she just said, hell yeah. She's responding to a live chatter who said, time to watch the nuke ethically. I'm sorry, Ethan, you can't sue someone for what their live chat is fucking saying. And you can't sue someone for fucking reading a live chat live on stream. Are you fucking kidding me? This is why you're paying your fucking lawyer hundreds of thousands of dollars. In Arabic, it means he's laughing at you. He's laughing all the way to the bank. Ram Bar Nassim.
I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the HB Snark Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while Hassan is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal.
Okay, maybe the part where she says, I suggest you watch it with other people as well. Maybe that one line, but that wasn't during the content nuke at all. That wasn't part of her reaction. She's wearing something completely different. Like, dude, Ethan, my God, man.
They talk about watching.
We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping.
This is the only thing that is potentially questionable is this line right here. And again, I'm keeping it completely honest. Frogan is a friend. Like, I'm not here to shit on anyone. This line, I can tell you, is maybe questionable. Everything else, yeah, we're going to watch it live. I fucking watch it live. Everybody watch it live. What the fuck's the problem with that?
Guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the HB Snark Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while Hassan is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly. We're going to watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal. They talk about watching ethically, but...
That is the only questionable thing in this whole segment right here. And she's not even talking about herself. She's saying watch it through other people. She's saying watch it through other people. She's not saying, yeah, watch it through me so that I can explicitly steal Ethan's content. She's saying watch it through other people. So, what the fuck, man? This makes no sense. I'm sorry, bro. Ethan, I'm back. This is a fucking frivolous and, for the most part, meritless lawsuit at this point. Like, now, rewatching this, thank you, Asmongold, for pushing me for reminding me to watch this again and to remember what they actually fucking said. You fucking sick fuck. You fucking sick fuck.
I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is Denims. And honestly, just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denim Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denim Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denims. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it since he's confirmed.
Mo says showing a video requires permission from the copyright holder obtained via a public performance license unless the showing is considered fair use for purposes like education or nonprofit commentary. Sure, and even if they did want to get permission from the copyright holder, no one knew that it was a copyrighted video. That was a surprise. That was his whole surprise for the lawsuit. So no one even knew that they were reacting to copyrighted content.
It's coming out today. I'm going to stream it. That is very explicit. Since he's confirmed, we're relying on you to stay live.
We're relying on you to stay live so that we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm going to stream it since he's confirmed it's... Again, she's just responding to a fucking comment. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Then go after that fucking viewer. Even then, you can't. But, like, you know what I'm saying? All she's saying is, yeah, I'm going to stream it. All she said is, yeah, I'm going to stream it. He's confirmed it's coming out today. I'm going to stream it. That's all she said. She didn't say, yeah, I'm going to stream it and make sure you watch it on my channel so that he doesn't get any of the revenue. She's just responding to what the chatter said. Ethan, what the fuck is this, man? Am I blind?
So we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm going to stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm going to stream it. That is very explicit. Denim said,
it's not that explicit. It's not that fucking explicit. Oh my God, I feel so much better. Like, part of me was like, did I fuck up and like responding to Asmongold? Like, was I not like, I said it wasn't that explicit. Like, was I crazy? Should I have rewatched the videos again? Dude, everything I said is fucking on point. It's fucking on point, bro. The internet is just fucking stupid as fuck. The internet is just stupid as fuck. And it's trying to gaslight me into thinking that I'm a bad person and I'm fucking crazy for thinking that Kaceytron should not be fucking bankrupt. And I'm repeating the same shit. It's been over 3 hours, but like this whole thing has been fucking insane. Why am I beefing with all these famous American creators, man? But hey, I take it as a compliment. Asmongold. Zakaria Habibi. Habib Elbi Asmongold. عيد بشكلك بعيد.
Quote, well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, give me a follow, subscribe.
How many Lebanese content creators do you guys know? Okay, out here fucking beefing with the H3 podcast. Beefing with fucking Asmongold? Shit, I beefed with Destiny briefly. Who else? All these fucking creators, man. Who else responded to me? I'm trying to think right now. Lonerbox. That Lonerbox isn't famous. Ahmad Fuad Al-Khatib. All these fuckers, man. Seriously, at this point, you'd love to say, folks, but judge me by my enemies. Judge me by my fucking enemies. Holy shit.
Throw a prime.
Nick the Oreo hates me. Girl with a microphone hates me. What up, everybody?
If you like my content. Your content? The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Yeah,
you do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude, you should do this. I have an alternate.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving...
If you want to watch it, what'd you say? Maybe that's questionable right here.
Someone else who's already watching it, you know. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch...
That's nothing. That's totally fine what you said right there. If he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. There's nothing wrong with that.
And you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy.
If you're gonna watch it with someone else who's already watching it. That could be interpreted as something maybe intended to siphon off some views. I'll give you that one. That line right here, maybe the more questionable lines that Denims has said. That one, I can understand that interpretation.
Enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you
nothing wrong with what you said here. If you enjoyed not giving views to that terrible video, nothing wrong with what you said here.
Enjoyed your time here, because I'm gonna be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also commercialize it by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss.
Let me commercialize it by asking you to reward me. No. She's asking people to thank for supporting her by either subscribing to the channel or joining the Patreon so that she can keep making her other streams that have nothing to do with you or your fucking videos. Ethan, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
By the way, Denims had a very successful stream. She had 43,000 people watch.
And he's fucking bitter about that. He's fucking angry about that. He hates that. You know what I mean? He hates that these other people are now becoming more popular than he is. And people want to fuck with them more than they ever want. That's more viewers than Ethan Klein's fucking streams get. Ethan Klein gets like 24K, 27K during a live stream now if they're lucky. He sees this, and it makes him seethe.
Watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein Hassan Content Nuke Watch Party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she said a lot of incriminating things in that podcast? The Queen of Self-Own never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like, I think filler content, like...
Yeah, I don't think there's anything she said in this interview that is incriminating, especially that he can use in this case about his content nuke specifically.
You shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React stream. And I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that, because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. And I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toe started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through.
Look, there's a lot of truth to what she's saying, actually. Ethan's trying to be funny with the like sound effects and shit, but like she's speaking the truth and a lot of what she's saying here.
YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Look,
from the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content.
Nour, who's been a member for 5 months, says, Anthony, you're not reacting hard enough. Nour, what time is it? It's 1 a.m. Ethan, please don't sue me. I think we've reacted hard enough to this 20-minute video. We've been watching this for like an hour.
Or specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like. Or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft, and you're a thief. And now
it's not called theft, Ethan. It's called fucking Twitch, man. That's what you do on your show all fucking day. You just watch other people's fucking content. Your whole content, Nuke, is other people's content.
I'm suing you.
They spent an hour reacting to my content like a couple of weeks ago. An hour. You think I would give a shit about like fucking suing your ass, man? Like he reacted to my content and like called me a piece of shit for like it, like you know what I mean? Like, dude, just fucking grow a pair of fucking balls and stop fucking suing people for being a little fucking bitch. Because you know that's what it is. You know that's what it is.
This is just a testimony to how brazen and how safe they've, gotten. That she thinks she can go out in public, on video, and say shit like, I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too comfortable committing crimes out in the open. Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits
committing
for 3
crimes.
Separate geniuses. Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people and not others. These people not only violated all of the principles of fair use, they also did it maliciously. And that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video.
Don't forget, folks, if you want to watch this original video, go watch it on H3 Productions.
I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that. Take it to these 3 absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property on video. And to all the detractors who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement, I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time. I'll see you around.
Great vibes.
Like that's what really like.
Great vibes. Bunker Cat says, maybe you should sue H3, Anthony. Does Lebanon have lawyers? We do have lawyers. We do have, and a lot of people have offered to like be my lawyer for free because we've had a couple of lawsuit scares on the show in the past. So every time I'm like, hey, I might need a lawyer, I have a bunch of people that like reach out and offer to volunteer. Let's check Twitter real quick. Let me just see. I got 10 notifications. I don't want to deal with that. Let's see what's up. So here's what I posted. Let's see my latest tweet. Oh my god, man. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this fucking insane shit. I literally just posted, Asmongold is beefing with me over the Kaceytron lawsuit. I'm live. This has 121 comments. This has 121 comments. This other tweet where I say, judge me by my enemies. Funny that all these massive US streamers are so pressed by some nobody in Lebanon. 276 likes, 160 comments. The ratio, anytime I fucking tweet anything now about Asmongold anything, my Twitter is astroturfed by this shit. Look at this. So Asmongold is beefing with me over the Kaceytron lawsuit. I'm live. I'm just talking about this live stream. He very calmly and rationally dog-walked you in a conversation about your support for Kaceytron. He streamed for hours since then and hasn't mentioned you once. He likely forgot about the interaction altogether while you make a video about it, lol. The beef is rotten and infested with cockroaches. Beefing, lol, no, here we can fix this for you. I got bodied by Asmongold. What else we got? 15 minutes of fame. He's been streaming for a few hours already and hasn't mentioned you for some reason. Ain't nobody beefing with you, boy. 5 minutes of fame. Nobody asked. Who are you? Wait, who are you? Who? Smells like baiting. Asmongold found a lol cow. Who? You wish you were that important. Lamau predictable. Motherfucker comes for me. And if I point it out and want to talk about it, you wish you're that important. You're so predictable. 5 minutes of fame. You're a parasite. You're a lol cow. This is just me sharing the link to my live stream. This is for defending Kaceytron, by the way. I defend Kaceytron online, and I defend iDubbbz online, or if I defend Frogan, this is the shit you get. Like, it's kind of fucking insane. Like, when I entered American YouTube, I had no idea it was going to cause this much fucking, like, difficulty. It's been great growing a community and being able to interact with so many people, and I got to meet so many amazing creators. The benefits have outweighed the negatives by far. But like, I was not prepared for these negatives. Like, I'm not equipped to beef with Asmongold, who has 1 million fucking followers and who has however many Twitch streamers. Like, I'm being honest with you guys right now. Like, a little vulnerable moment. I'm from fucking nowhere, man. Literally 2 years ago, we were doing this podcast for like 10,000 viewers. Niche little Lebanese podcast. No one knew who the fuck we were, man. I was under the fucking radar. Now all of a sudden, I can't tweet anything without having pager jokes. All sorts of fucking jokes fucking made about me. Multiple subreddits fucking hate me, out to get me. This is just for engaging in American YouTube. This was just for criticizing Ethan Klein and for saying that certain creators don't deserve to have their lives ruined because they reacted to a YouTube video. And for one reason or another, that has led to an insane amount of hate. And I mean, I'm trying to deal with it as best as I can. You know, I already got rid of Reddit off my phone. I don't want to get rid of Twitter because Twitter is where I get most of the news and topics for this podcast. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Twitter's a fucking great resource for stuff like that. Even this, judge me by my enemies. Funny that all these massive US streamers are so pressed by some nobody in Lebanon. That was 5 hours ago. That has 160 fucking replies. They need to feel big against someone, so they go after smaller creators as much as they can. Well, I appreciate that. But everything else is bad. Damn, is inbreeding really this rampant in Lebanon too? So it really is all of the Middle East, huh? Judge me by my enemies is possibly the gayest thing I've read on this app today, and I saw some furry smut. Cope harder. So you didn't want an answer? I don't think you know what pressed means. Him calling you out isn't pressed. Nobody's pressed. You had an awful take. Enemies means you're worth their time. You're not. Trust me, you have no enemies. No one fucks with you like that. Took you 15 hours to reply. You're cooked. Now be quiet like a good pup. It took me 15 hours to reply because I was fucking sleeping, you dumb fuck. I live on the other side of the fucking planet, you fucking idiot. So anyways, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Just yesterday, just for saying that Kaceytron should not be sued into oblivion. And that's the audience that Ethan Klein wants to court. So, yeah. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, we have him on video responding to Kaceytron's sister. Asmongold responds to Kaceytron's sister begging for sympathy after having to pay H3 Ethan Klein. If you have all these people relying on you, why did you put them at risk?
You shouldn't have tried to make me your enemy. Has no sympathy for Kaceytron. Oh, do you see, what is this here? Kaceytron's family virtue signaling again? Oh, she's a big victim, and how could this happen to her, and everybody's out to get her, and everything else. And again, if everybody's out to get you, and I'm actually this horrible person, then maybe you shouldn't have tried to make me your enemy. Has no sympathy for Kaceytron. Oh no, and it's gonna get worse. That's the best part, is that if you think it's bad right now, it's gonna...
Plocky says, I absolutely hate Asmongold, but I do think you're wrong on this one, Anthony. Nice, Plocky. So do you think that Kaceytron should lose her home for reacting to the content nuke? Kate from Canada says, remember, Anthony, you get to log off the internet and be with your lady, and they stay in their sad, pathetic, smelly world. Well, thank you, Kate. That does make me feel a little better, I guess. Well, anyways, thank you guys for the kind words. It's honestly, look, I mean, shit. You want to be on the internet, you want to stream. This is the shit you got to deal with. At least it's not as bad as the shit that Kaceytron is dealing with. I think people are just on my case right now because I talked about Kaceytron yesterday. If I were to put out a tweet tomorrow, maybe it'll get ignored. But, I mean, Twitter is becoming more of a shitstorm for me. I'm not going to lie. Is this what American streaming is? Is this what my life will be? But anyways. Thank you to everybody who joined us on the stream tonight. It was kind of a long one, 3 hours and a half. It is 1 a.m. here in Lebanon. Started a bit late. Sorry about that. I might take tomorrow off. Tomorrow there's going to be a members gaming stream. So for everybody who's a member on the gaming channel, tomorrow we're going to play a game together. We're going to have some fun. We're going to ignore all of this Asmongold shitty stuff. Okay, no more drama tomorrow. No more beefs. Okay. Unless another fucking American YouTuber wants to start fucking beef with me out of nowhere, okay? Again, I didn't even fucking talk to Asmongold. He just saw someone tweet in defense of Kaceytron and just fucking appeared in the replies like Bloody Mary, man. Not my fucking fault. I didn't ask for this shit. Chris says, I need a raise after the stream. Chris, you certainly do. You certainly do. Yatik al-afi, Chris. Yatik al-afi kilkun. All the mods, W's in the chat for the mods who had to fight off a bunch of freaks. Incel freaks. To everybody who came in today, thank you so much. Very sweet of you to join. Newcomers, oldcomers. Frogan, Kaceytron, Denims, Yatikon Olafie, good luck. I'm sorry you're going... Kaceytron, you're the only one who doesn't understand what Yatikon Olafie means, because you're not Arab. But I'm sorry you're going through this. I hope Ethan hears your plea, Kaceytron, and I hope that you can settle and be done with this. No more court fees, no more stress, no more anxiety, no more harassment. I hope you can find some peace. I hope Ethan hears you out. You made a very, very emotional, very touching video that I think anyone with a heart should be able to fucking empathize with. And all Ethan wants is an apology, right? That's what he wants, and you're willing to give that to him. Fuck it, don't go through more stress. You don't have to fight this if you don't want to. There are no guarantees. You don't know how it's going to go. If you can get out of it, get out of it. Casey, it's not worth it anymore. Ethan, hear these people out. When I say drop the lawsuits, you could also interpret that as accept settlements, like settle the lawsuits, man. Just let these people settle. Get your money. Get your ad revenue that you missed out on, man. Okay, fucking do it. And by the way, Nola Magnolia just gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Thank you so much, Nola. W's in the chat for Nola. Just leave Kaceytron alone, man. Okay? It's fucking crazy. I really can't believe that I'm being shat on Twitter right now. People think that I got owned. And that I got body slammed or bodied by Asmongold for literally saying that these people don't deserve to get their lives ruined. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. And yeah, I mean, these people make streaming way less fucking fun. Everybody... but I still had a good time with you guys tonight. Love you all. Jim D. Dukers, thank you for being here. Thank you to lovely members like Kate from Canada. Elizabeth D. EFG. Inari. Hidden Iron. Nola Magnolia. J. Nada. J of the Dead. 3F. Wubby TL. Lockhart Mac, thank you guys so much for being supporters of the channel. We love you. Bunka Cat, we love you as well. Good night, everyone. I'm gonna get a bite to eat, and I'm gonna get some sleep. I will see you tomorrow on the gaming channel. Chris, who's been a member for 7 months, also says, body slammed on Twitter, lol, no, hold no weight at all, let him box you in real life. Oh, shit, yeah, I'm down. Guys, if you want to settle your problems with me in a boxing ring, I'm down to do that. I'll never escape from that challenge. Or also a phone call. But I mean, I'd rather box you. Let's be real. I'd much rather box you in a boxing ring. Folks, members, patrons, I love you. Thank you for the support. Audience, thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day, night, Free Palestine, and as always,
Do not worry.